Well, actually...
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind.
It's the Travel OG, and welcome to the Black Manosphere Conclave 5.0!
We got started in 2021 in Atlanta, united in the pursuit of excellence in all things. It's been one hell of a ride.
Can I tell you what's on my mind? Cause I've been thinking about it for quite some time. Hey, can you give me a moment to declare my love? Can I tell you what's on my mind?
We're now focusing more on opportunities for men, in particular passport bros. Guys who go abroad, they want to have a different lifestyle, they want to have a different achievement abroad. Oh yeah, there's without a doubt the narrative has changed for us greatly.
I just finished speaking and having a chance to tell individuals about how to live the American dream outside of America. And I was here to help so many men when it comes to understanding what they need to do in order to relocate.
With the political climate, things that are happening worldwide, guess what? Nobody's coming to save us. So it is indicative that we all bound together, tighten up like a fist, and strike a mighty blow against everything that's fighting to stop us, man.
It's nothing but good, positive people, good, positive energy with one goal in mind, and that is to make money, get the hell out the Matrix, and enjoy your life. You dig? So shout out to all of y'all. Theme music!
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Marcus A. Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally, please consider booking a consultation with the OG Andre of Love Crossing Borders. You will not be disappointed. And y'all, get in tune with him if you haven't already. Tell him MAB sent you. Peace.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually...
Well, actually, they're here with Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. Almost 70% of women that are part of the LGBTQ community consider themselves bisexual. Nothing wrong with that. That means that they are willing to exercise choices. 70%. That includes the studs. Those women that walk around in male apparel, they get haircuts and hairstyles that imitate men from certain communities because they believe that that's what masculinity represents. But deep down, there's a shift that's taking place around the world. And I mean around the world, where women are starting to wake up from the stud life and realize they want to be with dudes. Whether they do it secretly or whether they admit it openly on social media, there is a growing trend of women realizing that men were 100% correct when it came to dating women. Now, this is not a time for us men to cheer with "I told you so," but studs, we told you so. This is not a time to tell the women out there what the studs are saying. Yeah, you ladies need to be with the bear. This is not the time for that. This is the time for a lot of men who are starting to realize that some of those ladies that you thought that she was just a homegirl, she might not be looking at you like a homegirl anymore. She might be looking at you as a potential boyfriend. In other words, for the average straight woman, the competition is getting deeper. It's one thing for them to have competition with us who have passports. They have to contend with the ladies from other countries. It's enough for them to have to be in competition among themselves. But now the studs are coming home, and now they want to date you men. Ladies, if you want to find you a good man, you're going to have to realize your competition is not just Magali, Ling Ling, Karen, but it's also LaWanda, who decided to come back to dating men. So we're going to talk about that tonight. Why is it that studs are saying we are tired of dating and dealing with women? The men were correct. And we're going to talk about 3 reasons why studs are coming back to the competition. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Appreciate you gentlemen being here on a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. This is a great day, guys. Great day. And we got a great topic tonight. This is not a topic where you laugh, but you go get your laugh on. I won't even lie. This is not a topic where you want to laugh at the sisters, but you're going to laugh at some of the sisters. Because the studs I'm talking about in record number on social media are complaining and are saying, men, we now get it. We laughed at you in the 70s, 80s, the 90s. But now the studs are saying, men, everything that you're going through or have gone through with women, as a girlfriend, as a jump off, in situationships, in marriages, and even in divorces, and even being a step parent, studs understand all of it now. They understand all the hell that many of us had gone through. Not with the good women, and I'll say that again, not with the good quality women, but with a lot of women that have no standards, no values, and they only think of themselves. Studs are starting to understand, and they're like, I would rather date and marry a man before I deal with any more of these women trying to come over to our side. Shout out to the studs. Shout out to the studs. And shout out and shout out to all you guys that are here with Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. We're going to have fun on this Thursday night. Shout out to you guys. Our brother Will is in the building. I know, Will, you said that you were back in the States for a bit. Hope everything is going great over there with you. Appreciate the love that you show towards the channel always, and I really mean that. Will says this. He says, salute, Andre, Andrea, and chat family. He said, King Stomp, whoosh. That like, and please support LCB, Love Crossing Borders, by Cash App, PayPal, and Super Chats. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Really appreciate that. This is going to be fun. Yes, it is. An informative episode. Drink and popcorn in hand. Yes, you're gonna bring this is definitely gonna be a big bowl of popcorn episode in hand. Some of you guys were like, I can't see myself dating no stud, dog. All right. Man, I've heard situations where guys say, if you date a stud, you might as well date a man. All right. I've heard dudes say, hey, I've heard women say, hey, wait a minute, if you date studs, you gay. I want to hear all you dudes that say that after this episode. All you guys that think that if a dude date a stud, he gay, talk to me after this episode. All you dudes that think that studs dress like dudes when they with you, talk to me after this episode. I mean it. All you dudes that say, man, I'll never touch a stud, talk to me after this episode. Sounds good on paper, but talk to me after this episode. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just here to lay out the facts. Shout out to you, brother. Hey, my boy. I saw it. I might even drop the link to that one, AMSM. I might even drop the link to that one tonight so other brothers can see it. He said, Andre, I posted your video on IG today. Dude, those comments came flying in. That is probably the first video clip that I'm going to do a response to the comments as well as the video. Usually when you post a video from this channel, I usually, like everybody else, kind of like watch it. This is probably be the first one that I'm going to actually respond to. I love the comment section. The comment section was destroying your boy. The comment section was destroying your boy. I loved it. He said the comments are ridiculous. You cannot save and convince anyone to try other places besides the United States. Yes, sir. Those brothers and sisters. Yeah, I'm going to drop that link while we're going through the shout outs. Those brothers and sisters were hotter than fish grease. How dare you, Mr. Spence? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Like Heavy D would say, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? Shout out to you, AMSM. Yeah, I saw that. Them brothers and sisters was destroying your boy. How dare you try to tell us about the United States, our country, 'tis of thee. We built this land. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Milner himself. Ahmad, salute to you. Glad to see that you're here, guys. We got 35 in the building. Make sure you guys click the like button if you don't mind. It invites other people into the live stream. Content creators don't just say that. It is actually true. When you click the like button, it invites other people into the live stream. And shout out to all you guys that might be watching from Andre's channel as well. Appreciate you guys from over there. Yanni's in the building as well. So we're going to be doing salutations to you as well, kind sir. Salutations to you as well. My brother Simple Logic is back in the building. Yes, sir. Greetings from VA, from Chester, VA, that is. My brother Jay in the building, Jay Casey, he says, salute, fellas. Yes, sir. Salute to you as well, brother. Shout out to Dre and Mrs. Spence. Yes, sir. Mrs. Spence right now is in her French classes. As I've been mentioning the past few weeks, Andre's been studying French for the last few months because she wants that to be her third language. So shout out to you, girl, Andre, taking her French lessons. And shout out to my brother Tevin King. Greetings, Andre and everyone in the chat. Salute to you all. Salute, brother. Salute to you as well. And we got brother Kenny Peoples in the building. Kenny says this, good evening, Dre. He said, I was expecting on Friday, while catching up on the previous video, the lady drug herself. If you guys haven't seen the video that we did the other day of the lady that drugged herself, guys, you are missing out on a classic episode. A classic episode. Drugged herself, and I'm not going to even tell you the end of it. Yesterday's episode, I am not going to tell you the end of it. I will not spoil it for you. But I'm telling you, that episode is well watching the whole thing from the beginning. I could not believe it. I was like, what? You can't get as stupid as that. Let's scroll down a little bit further. We got my brother in the building. Salute to all. My brother T Mac. Appreciate you being here, brother. Always showing love between you and Will, man. My man, Mon SpaghettiOs is back in the building. Yes, sir. Let's go. We got a good episode tonight. Mon SpaghettiOs is here. He said, make sure that y'all hit that like button for our brother. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. And we got D Kirk in the building. Yes, sir. Dre and chat showing love. And we got a Ronan. I fell asleep. I didn't get a chance to hear what your answer was about for tomorrow episode. So let me know. Because tonight I can reach out to you after the show, and then I'll reach out to our brother, 40. But let me know about tomorrow. Shout out to you, brother. Oh, you said Friday is fine? I'm not even reading. There we go. You say Friday is fine? Okay, cool. I'm going to reach out to you after the show. reach out to you after the show. He said, good morning from the Philippines. Already at my desk and / lab. Yes, sir. Like Dexter's Lab. Got that laboratory popping off. He said, listening and drinking my coffee. Cafe. Friday is fine. Okay, cool. I'm going to reach out to you after the show. Yes, sir. Shout out to Michael Lee in the building, representing. Michael says this. He said, good evening, chat. New and first day on the chat. Welcome to the family, brethren. Welcome to the Love Crossing Borders family, man. This is a place where we do not judge. This is a place of truth.
Oprah coming next.
Oprah coming next.
Once I establish this as a place of truth, oh yeah.
We have established this channel as a place of truth, the barbershop, if you will, where men can just be honest with ourselves and enjoy ourselves in regards to no diddy, enjoy ourselves in regards to sharing knowledge with each other. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you being here. Really do. Let's scroll down. To my man Choo Choo in the building. Always representing. He said early. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got you, brother. You're going to have a good time. Our brother Charles B is in the building. Salute to you, fam, as well. Glad to see that you're here, Charles. He said, who ready for Venezuela? I keep on playing with Venezuela. It's going to take a couple years to get Venezuela on track. I kid you not. I'm excited about Venezuela. I'm not hating. I'm already in the process of finishing off my visa. So I'm not hating. I'm with y'all too. But I know it's going to take a couple years to get Venezuela the way that we really want it to be. And once again, AMSM. Oh, yeah, I'm going to drop that link in a second. Boy, that was funny. That's my brother Scholar in the building. He says this. He said, what's good? And salute, y'all. Salute to all. Yes, sir, brother. Having a good night, man. Really good night. We're going to have fun this evening. We really are. We're going to do some news updates on what's going on here in Colombia. We're going to start off with that. And then we're going to go right into why are the studs saying that, hey, you men, you were right. Studs all over social media around the world. I'm picking up information from around the world. Studs are saying, you know what? You men were right about these ladies. Studs said we became step parents. Whatever you said, men, you were correct about being a stepdaddy. We were in situationships with these women. Whatever you said about being in a situationship with these women, men, you were right. We married these women. And now we're divorcing them at a 46 to 50% clip. Men, you were right. Even as a jump off, studs are saying just for some easy intimacy, women are making it so hard on studs. And studs are starting to understand how expensive it is to date these women now. Oh, it's all, hey, studs, it's all cool to dress like us, huh? That's the easy part. Get you a fade like a dude. That's the easy part. Go ahead and let your dreads hang down. That's the easy part. Go and put you a couple gold tooth in your mouth looking like a dude. That's the easy part. Go and get you a couple testosterone shots. That's the easy part. Go ahead and get you some Jordans or some Timberlands or let your pants hang down like you a dude. Hey, studs, that's the easy part. Now y'all had to go out here and date these women, mate these women, marry these women. Now you understand what men went through, huh? It ain't as easy as you thought it was. It ain't about that DC taper haircut you got, huh? It ain't about that, huh? It ain't about the shots that you take because you can grow a little bit of fur down here. Oh, you starting to realize that men were right, huh, studs? Okay, we just trying to make sure that you understood what we were saying as men, because y'all putting out more and more content, and you're sounding just like us. You know, you're not only dressing like us. Now you sound just like us when it comes to the lovely ladies of the community. Salute to you, brother. As always, my brother AMSL, man supporting men. And Eman Perry is in the building representing. We scroll down a little bit further. Yes, sir. Let's make sure we all support. This is a man supporting men channel. So make sure, guys, if you got a YouTube channel, an Instagram page, a TikTok, bruh, you are on the right channel. I don't care if you only got 500 or 5,000, 50,000 subscribers. Drop the link to your YouTube channel. If you're doing if you one of them dudes that cause trouble on YouTube and you a hater, don't drop the link to your channel. I don't even see why you watching this channel. If your content centers around hating on the next man, don't drop your link. But most of you guys that are here, and including the ladies that are watching the future, drop the link to your channel so we can support. We got almost 40 plus people in here that can support you. That's some new subscribers. I'm Not Funny Style. Drop the link to your channel so we can support. Shout out to my brother Leo Gaines in the building. Salute to you as well, Leo. Salute to you as well. Yes, sir. Show some love to the brothers out there. He said, subscribe to AMSM. He needs to get 2 more subscribers. Come on, guys. So he can hit that Dowie. So let me go ahead and hit that link, my dang self. Let me get to that link myself. I did not know that. Let's show some love to our brother. Get our brother to a Dowie. Get our brother to a Dowie. Let me scroll up. And I got Ronan's and I got, yep, there we go. There we go. Yeah, he is right there. I got a few channels I can side in from. Get you over. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and subscribe. Let me go ahead and subscribe. There we go. Make sure you get that. Oh, he had a Dowie. Shout out to you, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hit him with the theme music.
Can't you see I got a passport? I got a passport. Hey, I got a passport. I got a passport.
Shout out to AMSL hitting that Dowie. And I'm glad I got a chance to see it before he did. no, really, I'm proud of you, brother. Shout out to you for hitting that Dowie, man. You did it just right, and you're doing it just right. Shout out to you, man. Made it to that Dowie. That's what's up, man. That is what's up. Live on Love Crossing Borders. Yep, I got my subscription. I'm about to go to another YouTube channel of ours. You know, we got a bunch of channels, so I'm going to hit you up on a few channels. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm about to hit you up on a couple of channels. Let me subscribe from that channel. Let me change to this one. I'm just switching out channels so I can subscribe by way of each one. Okay. Okay, cool. So I got you up there. All right, let me close this out. All right. Close out some of these windows. All right, we're good. So shout out to my brother hitting that Dowie once again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Black Chairman and shout out to all you guys that click that button so our brother can get to 1,000 subscribers. What up? Shout out to 313-8 in the building. Detroit boys at it again, Mom.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Don't play with me. You know how them Detroit dudes get. You know how we get in public. Shout out to my brother Jay Anderson, the great that is in the building. Glad to see you here and salute to you as well, brother. Salute to you as well. Yes, sir. Let me scroll down a little further. Like I almost got everyone. Almost. He say, better wake up, studs. Box hit a little different. I know, right? That's still, hey, hey, choo. Don't worry, I got you tonight. All them dudes that sleeping on the studs, don't let them DC tapers fool you. Don't let them fades fool you. You be seeing them studs with them little razor blade cuts. And y'all think, oh man, that's like being with a dude. Like I said, talk to me after this episode. Yes, sir. Shout out to Zeta being in the building. Salute to you. Hola to you as well, brother. Glad to see that you're here. And my man No Limit is in the building. So we're doing great tonight. I know we're doing great tonight. He said, I just sub at $9.99. Yes, sir. That's how you do it. A men supporting men. Yes, sir. I love it. Chalupe is in the building representing. Yes, sir. He say play haters ball. For real. He say second runner-ups. Yes, sir. He say I'm laughing my ass off. He said at the title, this if this lid blame Dirt Drewski. Yes, sir. We'll see. We will see tonight. We will see. We will see tonight. We will see tonight. Oh man. Let's scroll back down. I think the last person that we got with the greetings tonight, we got Grand Rapids, Michigan in the building. Yes, sir. Shout out to GR in the building. Yes, sir. Dudes, they sleeping on you, baby. They sleeping on trying to dine in the building, representing. Glad to see that you're here. Once again, thank you guys for supporting by way of PayPal, Cash App, Super Chats tonight. We appreciate you guys. We really do. Let's get ready to get started. Let me change the music over right now. Like I was saying before, there are 3 major reasons why you are starting to find let me change this over in a second. Give me a split second. We are seeing an insurgence of studs that are falling for men. There's a reason behind that. It is not just happenstance. It is not just coincidental. The 3 reasons are curiosity, change, commitment. The reason why studs are saying, you know what, men, you were right. We want to come home. Number 1, before we get to the video, curiosity. We all know curiosity killed the cat. There are a lot of studs that are like, you know what? How do I know if I'm supposed to be a full-time stud if I ain't never even been with no dude before? So a lot of studs are saying, you know what? Let me go on over there and try it out real quick. And then they're finding out they're liking the treatment that men give them. They're looking at straight women like, what are you complaining about? Studs are going over to straight men and are saying, wait a minute, you're going to pay for the meal? I'm used to paying for the meal. Why? Studs always end up paying for the meal when they're dealing with certain women. So now they get a chance to get spoiled. Wait a minute, you're going to take me to a movie? I'm a stud. I'm used to having to take the chicks to the movie. Yeah, a lot of times studs are coming over because of curiosity. Wait a minute. I ain't never had nobody make me orgasm like that. Not with blood flowing through their body. I'm used to dealing with a strap on. I'm used to making the other person scream. I'm not used to somebody making me scream like that at the top of my lungs. He had me crying. Studs ain't used to having to cry. Now, studs are coming over to the dudes out of curiosity like, so this is why women don't, is this what women are complaining about? Studs are realizing they have a better life dressing like, being like, and acting like a good woman compared to dating the trashy women that keep coming over to their community. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Some of the most when studs get out of that dressing like a man life, I'm telling you, some of the most committed, supportive, sexually want to make you enjoy yourself, funnest women I'm admit that I have been with were ex-studs. Because ex-studs, true, I'm serious. I'm talking about sexy, bad. You would never, if I hadn't told you that they were studs, you'd have, at one point in time, you would have never guessed. There was nothing, when they change, bruh, they change all the way over. Ain't no more DC taper. They making baby hair now. I mean, in real baby hair, not that fake baby hair. They don't wear their dreads up anymore. They wear their dreads down. They want to look long and luxurious for you. Studs sit back and watch the football game with you, but then during halftime, they the freakiest, nastiest females you ever wanted to be with. Because they wanted somebody to service them as they service the other person. But when they were dating women, they were always the server, always the server, always the server. Studs complain about either having no sex now or having the laziest sex, that starfish sex that they've ever had. Studs are tired of lazy women. And then they get with you and you rock their world. Studs, all they ever asked for was commitment from the women in the LGBTQ community. And then women couldn't do that. So when they get with you and you laid back and you ain't out there in them streets wilding, a stud will be so faithful to you, like, oh my God, I finally got somebody who understands me. And I'm gonna say this again. If you think I'm lying, wait and watch the rest of this episode. I want to hear y'all say, I would never touch a stud. Go ahead and wait till to watch this, the rest of this episode. All you guys that know, you know I'm telling the truth. Studs are some of the most committed. And when I'm gonna say this, when they walk in femininity, they are one, they don't play fit. Studs are like this. I'm either all guy or I'm all woman. And when studs walk in their femininity, they ain't walking like when they with you, they walking dainty. They're getting used to wearing heels. They buy the best perfumes. You don't find too many ex-studs with weaves, long eyelashes. They ain't wearing, you ain't seeing no ex-studs with a BBL. Studs are the most naturally beautiful women once you get them on the away from the other side. I kid y'all not, bruh. And I'm telling you, there are many dudes that are dating women that used to be studs at one point in time. And if she never told you, you would never knew that she was a stud. She wear more dresses than an old woman in church. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all sleep. The first thing is curiosity. And once they realize how men are really treating women that are complaining about men, studs say, I don't know what y'all complain about, and I don't know why y'all straight women coming over here and messing our lives up, because we're starting to discover the way that men treat y'all is way better than how you straight women are treating us when y'all come over here. So studs are saying, I'm gonna go ahead and go over here with all these men. I'm gonna get all this good treatment that you've been complaining about. That's what studs are saying. Number two, change. I just described it. The number two first reason is curiosity. That's why they're coming to men. Second reason studs are coming to men, straight men now, is out of change. They're tired of dealing with what we dealt with women. That's why studs are saying, you know what? We get it. We understand everything that you men are saying. Everything that you guys have complained about, that we looked at y'all like, y'all stupid. She just need to be with me. Remember how studs used to be? Yeah, if she was with me, she wouldn't be acting like that. You know how studs do. Yeah, they would, because they try to act like men extra. So it's kind of funny as a man, I got to imitate a stud because they don't imitate us good at all. Studs, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Men, the only man that walk around holding his nuts was Michael Jackson on stage, okay? Men do not walk around holding our nuts. I don't know where y'all get that one from, but that's not a man move. Men don't do that. But I'm gonna pretend, I'm gonna do my stud imitation, right? As a man. Yeah. Men don't sit like this, studs do. Yeah. And so studs will sit back and, yeah. And so they think they got the ladies. If she was with me, she would be feminine and she would be cooperative. See, you straight men, y'all just don't know how to treat y'all women. But if she was with me, she knows she'd be treated like a queen, right? That's what studs used to talk about us bad. You straight men, you just don't know how to treat a woman. All that bull, right? Remember that? For years. Now, over the last 2 or 3 years, studs are saying, hey, fellas, y'all can have these heifers back. We don't want them. You can keep them. I only used to smoke a little bit of weed. This woman got me going crazy. I'm smoking weed and cigarettes. I done stopped smoking weed. This heifer got me over here smoking cigarettes. I'm supposed to just be a stud on some weed. I'm smoking squares now. She didn't work my nerve, get on my last nerve. And her raggedy kids. Men, how come you ain't warned us about them kids? We did, studs. Studs, we did warn you about them kids. You thought that if you could get with her because you was a woman, the kids was gonna love you and love her, huh? It ain't work out there, the studs. Now you smoking, you done went from smoking weed to smoking cigarettes. Them damn kids about to drive me crazy. She got to go with them kids. Studs, we understand that you need change, so that's why you coming back over to men. You know how women said it was us men that drove them to coming over to the gay side? Remember that? For the last 30 years, all the women got hurt by men and they ran over there to the LGBTQ. It's the opposite now, studs, ain't it? Y'all got hurt by the ladies. Now y'all running back over here to the fellas. Now y'all want to get y'all man in your life. You want some muscles. You want a man with some muscles. You want a man with some veins between his legs. You don't want that. You don't want that strap on no more, huh? You don't want that no more dildo for you. You want something with veins, real veins between his legs. You want the real, you want some change. You want things to change. Number 2 reason. Number 1 reason why studs are going back to straight or going to straight men, many of them for the first time. First reason is because of curiosity. Second reason is change. Third reason is because they realize that many of us men are committed in relationships compared to many other women. Studs are complaining about getting cheated on and cheated on and cheated on and cheated on. You can go all over social media and find studs saying, I'm just looking for a relationship. I'm just looking for love. I'm just looking for somebody that's going to be down with me. They sound just like us men. I'm looking for somebody that ain't got a roster in their phone. They sound just like us. I'm just looking for somebody that's going to be committed to our relationship and I can grow old with. Sound just like men. Here's the kicker. Studs are getting the same results from these women that we are getting. And so studs are starting to realize, like, wait a minute, the problem wasn't the men. Because if the problem was the men, why would we have a 60% divorce rate among 2 women? But when 2 men are together, the divorce rate is far lower. I heard it was as low as 2% of LGBTQ men get divorced. I think it's higher than that, but not as high as the women. Women got a 50-60% divorce rate among 2 women. So the studs are starting to realize when it came to commitment, it wasn't the men that was the problem. See, when they were divorced, when the women were divorcing us, at a 70% of the women filed for divorce in straight relationships, right? So everybody said it was us. It's the man's fault because he did this or he did that. Nobody checked the facts or the stats, right? It was all our fault. So a lot of those women that filed divorces on us ran over to the LGBTQ. And the studs let them come on in, right? Because the studs were smoking weed at that time period and said, the men just don't know what the hell they doing with the women. Come on over here. And so the studs invited them in. Now we knew what hell, as men, we knew what hell the studs were about to go through. But hey, hard head make a soft tail. We had to let the studs learn. Couple years later, now the studs are smoking cigarettes instead of weed. Because them same females that got on our nerves are now getting on the last nerve of the studs. And the studs are filing for divorce at the same rate that the women were just a little less than the women who are filing divorces on us. Studs are saying, you know what? It wasn't the man that had a problem with commitment. It was these women. So studs are saying, wait a minute, I can go and get all my curiosity fulfilled with a straight man. I can have a change of pace and have a positive life with a straight man. And I can get real commitment that I've been trying to get for the longest with a straight man. Commitment, change, and curiosity are the three reasons why studs in record numbers are now dating and change their whole look for straight men. Let's continue on. Now it's time for the video. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Tevin says this. David says this. Let me go. He says, so Dre, you're saying I got to invest in stud now? No. I mean, if I'm telling y'all, man, okay, after this episode, ask that question. I'm saying now, I don't know if you were here earlier, Dave. I'm saying now the competition is deeper for women. Straight women could lead. There was a time where straight women could feel like whether matter if you were a black man, white man, Asian man, when it came to straight men, we belonged to straight women. I'll say this again. There was a time where straight women could take us straight men for granted because they automatically assumed their only competition were straight women in their own country or cities, right? Then the passport movement came. And now straight women realize that we don't belong to them only. Actually, let's go even further back. Then interracial couples came. So that's when straight women started to realize that men, no matter what race, except for Asian men for the most part, we are not race loyal. White men are not race loyal. Latin men are not race loyal. Black men are not race loyal. Italian men are barely race loyal. So interracial relationships came. So that competition for women came. So at one point in time, they thought that we belonged to them. As long as they were straight and living in the United States, they thought it was good. We were the same race. They thought it was all good. Then interracial couples came. Then the passport movement came. And now that's more competition. Now here come the LGBTQ. Now here come the gay women are saying, we want those good straight men too. I'm willing to give up my homosexual lifestyle for a straight man. And if you think I'm kidding, I got a partner. He met his girl. She was LG Latin. True story. This is one of my partners. He met his girl. LGBTQ stud, Puerto Rican. Baddie. I mean, she was bad, bro. That stud part, yeah, whatever. She started dating him. Immediately, she's all of the stud hairstyle and all the stud clothing. She took all that away. She said, "This gonna be my husband." We all laughed at her because we all knew her as a stud. She said, "I'm serious," and we all knew him as like, huh? This dude was true story. We talking about a super skinny dude. This is my dog though. He got an eye face. He ain't a monster, but he ain't Denzel, right? He like 5'7". This stud Puerto Rican chick looked at him with her, I'm talking about fine. And she said, "This gonna be my husband." And we all laughed. Today, they got 6 kids and they have been married over 16, 17 years. So when I tell y'all there are studs out there that they are part of the new competition, have we not quoted in the Bible Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, 100 times on this channel? In the last days, 7 women will go to one man and say, "We'll provide our own food, we'll provide our own clothes, we'll provide our own money, we'll provide our own homes." Just take away our shame of not having children, because that was the shame of the Bible, a woman that couldn't have children. Take away our shame, give us some kids, and give us your last name. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. 7 women gonna come to y'all, guys. And I'm telling y'all, they ain't gonna all be straight. 7 women gonna come to you dudes. I mean, the competition's gonna be that deep. They're not gonna all be in your race. So if you think there's gonna be black women that's gonna come after you, you crazy. Accept it. Number 2, they're not gonna all be from your same city. If you think the only women that's gonna want you is from Philly, it's women in Kentucky that want you. Women in California that want you. There are women in, if you think I'm lying, ask Beyonce from Houston, got with a dude from New York named Jay-Z. Your woman might not be from the same city, bruh. Passport brothers, expats, passport cartel, passport kings, enlightened men. Your woman who's going to compete for you is not just going to come from your country, bruh. There are women in Thailand that are willing to compete with a woman from Brazil that's willing to compete with a woman from Ethiopia who's willing to compete with a woman from Portugal who's willing to compete with a woman from Colombia who's willing to compete for you against a woman in the United States. The woman that competes for you is not going to only be straight. Men are in, especially you good dudes, we are in such high demand that even studs are willing to give up their LGBTQ life. I'm not saying all, but a lot to notice, are willing to compete for you. LGBTQ women are willing to say, "I will put that part of my life down if I can get commitment, if I can get change, and I can get whatever caused me to be curious fulfilled through a man." Don't you ever think that the Bible was lying when it says 7 women will come to you. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And it doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are, how rich you are, how strong you are. Most women now are saying charisma. I got an episode about that. Of women being interviewed around the world. First thing they say, my man say money or charisma. They say charisma. With the charisma, he can get money. But if he ain't got no charisma, I'm gonna cheat on him with his money. And women around the world are saying the same thing. Charisma, 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 charisma. He can get the money with the charisma. He can get this with the charisma. He can get that with the charisma. But if he ain't got no charisma, he only got money, I'm cheating. The women are saying, I'm cheating. He has no personality. He's awkward. I can't relate to him. He can't relate to me, but he's got money. I'll take the money, but I'm cheating. With who? The charismatic dude. So when I say, guys, Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, I'm not just quoting the Bible just to be quoting it. God is telling you, listen, it's not just going to be a woman from your race that's coming your way. It's not just going to be a woman from your city that's coming your way. It's not just going to be women from your country that's coming your way. It's not just going to be a woman from one country coming your way. It is not just going to be straight women that's going to want you as a man. There is going to be women that are of the LGBTQ community that will say, if you treat me right, I will give up this life. Not all of them, and if you put this out there, many of them will lie. Man, I'm gonna always be a stud, bruh. As many studs that's getting smashed by dudes right now. Stop it. Get some help. Get some help. So yeah, after this episode, I'm telling you, bruh. Shout out to Tevin once again with the $5 love. He said, Andre, don't forget about the comedian Izzy Dre from Detroit. That's true. Shout out to him. And his slogan, it's a star-studded summer. It's a star-studded summer. Shout out to him. Meaning that the summer is for studs. I'm telling y'all, man, it ain't like the brother lying. It is not like the brothers lying. Shout out to all you guys that are here. My man J3 again is in the building. He said Dr. Umar has entered the chat. Shout out to the African Wolf in the building. And my brother Crypto representing. Shout out to all you guys. A man supporting man says this before we go to the video. He said, fellas, some of these women are running into having girlfriends too. Both they need a man in their lives. He said, I'm dealing with a young tender, not tender, young tender who has a girlfriend, but she's willing to share with me too. I've run across plenty of those. Yes, sir. Share bearers. Yes, sir. Those share bearers do exist. My brother says this. He said, like I said, they will get on the program for the right dude. Yes, sir. Yeah. And she was a baddie too, man. When we saw, she was such a baddie at that time period. We couldn't believe that she wanted him. Like I said, this is my dog, right? And she was serious. We were like, cause in the beginning, we didn't know that she was stud like that. And then as time progressed, we were like, oh, she's stud. Okay, cool. Okay. But that's our girl. So we was all hanging out, we all cool. And she just hit me up. She was like, that's gonna be my husband. I said, who gonna be your husband? I'm looking at my dude. I said, I know she ain't talking about him. So I know she ain't talking about him. This is the crazy part. Now he might know what I'm talking about. I don't care. This is my dog. And she my girl too. He rode motorcycles. This fool is driving his motorcycle. I mean, he's flying. Gets in an accident, loses his eye. So we're talking about a stud that has fallen in love with a skinny dude that's like 5'7". He ain't the handsomest dude, but he ain't ugly either. With a patch. So he got one eye, like Popeye the Sailor Man. This is my dog. I'm telling you, my dog. I ain't talking about like somebody I kind of know. This is like my right-hand dude. With a patch. And she just in love. I mean, she in love. I'm gonna leave this life alone. Like in the beginning, it was like, let's have some fun. You know, he said, man, I got this little female that like girls, like girls and da-da-da. But then start getting a little serious. She said, this gonna be my husband and the father of my children. I'm like, girl, how you gonna be a stud? And this gonna be your... Years later, they still married. They still married. You can't tell her nothing. Can't tell her nothing. The oldest kids are going into college. And oh man, that means that they got to be married like 19 years right about now. Because they had 2 girls, third. Yeah, there are 5 kids now. I think the youngest is 2 years old. Studs are competing. I don't know why y'all think that the women that want y'all are only going to be women that are straight. I want to say that again before I go back to the comments. I do not know why y'all think that God is a liar when he said that these women are coming to compete. Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. I don't know why y'all think that only straight women are going to want you. Bruh. Okay.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Shout out to YouTubing as a habit. My brother says, hey, I know 2 studs personally that kept asking me if I'm looking for a relationship and they could. I'm having flashbacks, brother. That's what made me stop. My little studs could cook. Boy, you talking about somebody could cook. I'm telling y'all, when studs tap into their feminine side, bro, they go all the way. I know some studs that could burn in the kitchen. I know some studs. He ain't, boy, you ain't lying, bro. I had to stop for a minute. You made me flashback. I almost shed a tear too. I had a stud, man. She was so fine, man. Never missed a meal. Never missed a meal. We wasn't even living together. Dude, me and my uncle Ghostface Jeffrey, we live right around the corner. I'm smashing this baddie stud, right? I'm talking about she fine chocolate. She had the little baby afro, little taper on the side. But she was coming out of her stud life. Like she was like, you know, I'm getting back into church. I'm getting out of my stud life. So she let the stud life go. She started wearing dresses. That body was killing a pair of jeans, right? And every time I came over, bruh, she went straight to that kitchen and started cooking up them vittles. This brother is not lying. Studs can cook. That's one, and I done had more than one stud cook for your boy. Studs can cook, bruh. Don't y'all ever think that studs can't cook. They are competing. When a stud wants you, they will compete. They know there's straight women don't act like this is a competition. Straight women think, well, I'm a straight woman, he a straight man, I'm the only thing he gonna want, so I ain't got to do much, right? Studs, when they decide to go with men, studs know this is a competition. This is a competition. Yep. Salute to you, brother. He said most lesbians are borderline bi, 2/3. Absolutely correct. That's what the stats that I looked up said. 60 to 70% of women in the LGBTQ community are bisexual, including studs. Will says this. He said, Dre, my best sex was with a female stud. Oh man, you talking about some women that think about everything, don't they? I've had some amazing sex with studs. I ain't gonna lie. You right, Will. Her body was, dude, I think that's some of the funnest part, Will. You know that underneath all them clothes is a banging body. Well, other dudes be walking past her, you be like, you ain't fooling nobody, baby, with them sagging jeans. You ain't fooling nobody. That butt is still button, baby. That rump is still rumping. Them curves are still curving, baby. I don't care how many sports bras you put on, stud, them breasts are still breasting. Those breasts are still breasting. He said, let these studs, let their hair, they'll put it in a high ponytail and get a taper on the side, right? But then when they decide to be women again, They let their hair down, bruh. Oh my God, I see, boy. Okay, y'all think I'm playing? Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. I didn't know you were here tonight. Ghostface Jeffrey. I introduced Ghostface up to my girl. Hey Jeff, was I not always around the corner at her house? Man, I couldn't wait to show her off. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't know Jeff was here. I couldn't wait to show her off, man. Hey, Jeff, I had to bring her to the crib. I was like, I gotta let Jeff see this one. I gotta let Jeff see this one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, yep, that stud sex is different. It's like that body was waiting for a man. You ain't never lied. Thank you, guys. I am not alone. I feel like Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. You are not alone. I am here with you. Shout out to my man Ross being in the building. He says this. He say that rump still rumping. For real, bro. I'm serious. Man, I never get fooled by them studs. I be like, girl, you fine. I ain't fine. Don't be talking to me like that. Girl, you might as well go ahead and pretend that fake deep voice, it don't work well. Because when you nutting, when you in the middle of your orgasm, your voice don't sound nothing like that. It sound high pitched. So you can slow that down. Tell that to the next man, baby. Tell that to the next man. I don't fall for that, trying to walk around with a deep voice like a man. But when you busting that nut, that high pitch go, loving you is easy because you're beautiful. Them studs be busting the nut. They be like, they be busting they nut, boy. They be like, you be having the studs in the kitchen like this. I want sex in the kitchen, over by the stove. I want put you on the studs by the butter roll. Hands on the table. Studs on the tippy toes. Girl, we'll be making love like the restaurant was closed. That's how the studs be, man. You ain't lying. It's like they've been waiting for a man to take care of that body. I had studs ask me for relationships. Andre, can I talk to you? Yeah, sure. What's up? I think we'll make a great couple. Really? I'm serious. I think we'll make a great couple. I think we should be together. I had one stud, man. I had one trait, the one that I was telling you about, Jeffrey. If I was to, and I mean this, if I had been in the States, I'd have took her serious. I would have took her serious. I'd have tried to see where that was going to go. She was good, just good people all around. Just good people all around. Good people all around. Okay, let's get to the video. Like I said, we're going to first start off talking about with some of the latest things that's going on in Colombia. Your girl, remember the chick last week, the Venezuelan chick that they arrested and then they let her go? The one that was flexing all the money? Remember when she had just drugged some dudes and she was flexing her money like, look at what I got. She was all on social media showing the US hundreds of dollars that she got. And they had arrested her last week and they let her out the next day and she was doing interviews on YouTube. Well, the mayor got involved. And they brought some of the federal boys for investigation. And so now the Colombian feds, they kicked in her door. And it's a different dance now that you got the mayor looking at you. Because now she flexing the money, making the mayor look stupid. So the mayor called the feds. Oh, I got one for you. Her name is Valentina Amor. And yeah, they locked her ass back up. It don't look like she getting out this time.
Massive update for you guys. Valentina Moore has been arrested again. This time the mayor's office carried out an operation. As you can see here, Miss Valentina is no longer smiling, being all arrogant about getting away with her crime. She is locked up. The mayor and his team are hard at work locking up criminals on both sides of the street. I had to go decipher the report to where you could get it in English, right? But they carried out, the mayor's office carried out a sting, right? She was known to be no drugging, right? Robbing and stealing from tourists, okay? That was a big thing we were finding out about her, is she wasn't really doing the drugging. She was actually a thief, not that it's any better, okay? But they carried out this operation in Lurella's neighborhood, right? They arrested her, okay? And they are looking to see whether she is part of a criminal organization. Is there more people that are working along with her? They're actually looking for more criminals, not more criminals, but more tourists that may have been impacted as well. They recognize that, hey, she went viral back in the beginning of May when she was arrested and had to be released, but the mayor didn't stop, man. The mayor kept going and they got their girl. Valentina Moore has been arrested again, and I doubt she's getting let go this time. A German citizen here in Medellin was detained yesterday. You could see him here. The whole police operation went down. They were following him while he was driving his car. They detained him, and he has been deported and given a 10-year ban. So what led to all this? It's important that you guys pay attention, man. Guys, you know, the city is cracking down. If you're going to come here and act like an asshole, right, you're going to be gone, and you're going to be gone for a long time, man. So here it is. He was having like multi-day parties, right? People reported here in gunfire, multi-day parties, drug use, right? Threats and intimidation, disturbances in common areas. Residents in the building allegedly said they were living in fear because of this man's behavior. That attitude that people hate about, you know, it doesn't have to even be someone from the United States, just that Western culture. This guy is obviously, he's from Germany or whatnot, right? Just that arrogance and the ego that comes when we come here, like we think we run shit and we're in someone else's home, in someone else's country. You know, there's pictures of this man in an elevator with his hand on a child, like pressed up against the back of the elevator. I don't know what's going on there because there's no audio, but you should never have your hands on someone else's kid, man. So they said that the mayor here said that basically if you come here and you cause problems and you make it where people cannot coexist, that your ass will be gone. All right. So to get this guy, man, this was like a whole operation that they did. Police intelligence, migration was involved in this. They're scanning this guy's plate. He went out, he was driving, they mobilized. You know, you might, if you go over to the mayor's page, you can check it out, man. I want to give the mayor props. Like from everything I could see with this guy, man, like he's exactly what Medellin wants right now. If you mess with kids, you're gone, right? If you mess with the locals, like you're gone. And he's just making it extremely clear. So if you want to come here to Medellin and have a good time, you know, just pay attention to what's going on, because if you don't fall in line now, you will be gone, just like this guy is for at least 10 years. Guys, the mayor here in Medellin is on fire right now. So we've seen the girl get arrested. We've seen the German guy get deported. Now they have shut down a museum that is dedicated to Pablo Escobar, and they have shut it down for a reason that, for multiple reasons. But for you guys that are coming here as tourists, you need to pay attention to one of them. So one of the things that they're saying is they're fighting back against narco tourism. So you've already seen them going after like sex tourists, pedos, watching the angel list. Now, a lot of guys that come here for the sex tourism go on these Pablo Escobar type of tours, and now they are looking to try to shut that down, and the mayor has a ton of support, guys.
Before our brother Rob goes any further, yes, I am a 100% advocate of letting that era die off. I'm tired of Netflix making movies about it. I'm tired of dudes coming down here asking about the tours. I'm glad they're shutting down the tours. I'll say that again. I am glad. If I was not living here and I didn't know the true stories and the horror stories and how some of these people are still terrorized years later because their uncle was deceased, their cousin was deceased, unnecessary crimes against children that this man did. Andrea told me a story today. So did any of you guys hear about when Pablo tried to kidnap Michael Jackson? Oh, y'all ain't heard that one yet? Some of you guys have. This man was so disturbed that he was going to kidnap Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had done concerts in Brazil, concerts in Chile. Why didn't he come to Colombia? Because Pablo had planned on kidnapping Michael Jackson. Here was the plan. He was going to kidnap Michael. He was going to invite Michael for $6 million to perform for his son's birthday party. His son's favorite entertainer at that time period was Michael Jackson. He said, my dad, it's on the Netflix special, my dad was going to lure Michael Jackson to come for the $6 million, as if that little measly $6 million is something. Michael gave away more than that during a victory tour. He gave away all his money. He was going to lure Michael Jackson to Colombia. After Michael did the concert, he was going to have Michael stay overnight. He said that my dad, Pablo, was going to have Michael, when he woke up the next morning to leave, he was going to hold Michael ransom for $60 million. At that time period, Michael was a billionaire. He said, my dad, no, he wasn't a billionaire yet. He was like 100 millionaire. He said, my dad had planned. He said, this is the crazy part. My dad was worth 30 billion at that time period when he was plotting. Today's value, Pablo Escobar would be worth over today almost 90 to $100 billion in today's value. He was worth 30 billion in the 90s. In the 90s. And still wanted to kidnap and hold Michael Jackson ransom for $60 million. He said what caused the plot to not go down. He said, I took all my Michael Jackson posters down, all my Michael Jackson pictures. He said, I had little Michael Jackson toys, and I took them all and I set them on fire in front of my father. And my father was like, why'd you do that? He said, I really don't like Michael Jackson like that. I was just saying that. I don't like him like that. He said, I did love Michael Jackson like that, but I didn't want, and as a kid, I realized I didn't want anything to happen to Michael. He said, so I played like I no longer loved Michael. He said, my younger sister, she loved unicorns. He said, how come my dad took a horse, a real horse, and tried to have them in the 90s sew wings in a surgery on a horse, and then sew some type of horn into the horse's skull? The horse died in trauma. These are stories that I've been hearing for years from Colombia. All the girls that got kidnapped, when they found out that it was Pablo and his dudes kidnapping and touching young ladies, and you can look it up, Pablo and his crew deleted over 140 missing girls instead of releasing them back to their parents. After it was already exposed that was him and his boys kidnapping kids all across South America, all across Colombia. all of the politicians that were going against Pablo when he was running for a Congress that got deleted. Their family's still trying to get over that the loss of their uncles from the 90s. All you American dudes and foreign dudes that come to Colombia, even Andrea's got family members that were deleted. Her grandmother's father, her grandmother's husband, her granddad, they were from a small town outside of Medellin. He was a person that fought for freedom for the average everyday Colombian. Cartel dudes that followed under Pablo's example deleted Andrea's great granddad, her grandmother's mom, when they were living in Medellin. Told his brother, if you show up to the funeral, we'll delete you too. He showed up for the funeral. No other family member showed up to the funeral. That's how my wife and her family ended up in Cali, because the family had to flee the cartel that were following Pablo's example and what Pablo was doing. And because Andrea's family was fighting against that, they had to flee to Cali. And that's why Andrea's family is in Cali. And I've heard horror story after horror story after, and not just from Andrea, just talking to Colombians. And y'all come down here buying Pablo books, reading Pablo's memoirs, and going to travel to his ranch and all that. And not even, why do you think 6 or 7 years ago, when they destroyed the last apartment in Medellin that Pablo owned, that all the Colombians across the country were crying and happy and celebrating? The only people that celebrate Pablo is people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Y'all the only ones. Y'all the only ones. Like some of his older followers, they're like, yes, we follow Pablo and he was like God to us. Yes, those. Now, for all of you who are in Colombia, remember Pablo brought all those animals from the zoo like Michael Jackson? Now, guess what Colombia has to do right now? I think T-Mac even knows about this. Colombia has to eradicate hundreds of hippopotamuses that are roaming the country right now. Colombia has hippos like America has snakes. 1 or 2 for the zoo, that's cool. Zoos, hippos, which are some of the most dangerous animals on the planet, across a country, that's not something you want roaming through the streets. All that came from Pablo. So for all you dudes that worship Pablo in the name of Pablo, and all you rappers that rap about Pablo, I'm here to tell you, just as an American that's been here for almost a decade, I wasn't even here all the years. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. This man had a $5,000 back then, $5,000 bounty on the head of every police officer nationwide. If you deleted a cop, you got back then $5,000 cash. Didn't matter if it was a traffic cop, didn't matter if it was a detective, didn't matter if it was a chief of police, or if it was just a regular beat cop minding his business. If you were a Colombian police officer that at that era, you had a $5,000 bounty on your head nationwide. You know how many cops were deleted. So when they sit back and they say they're closing down the Pablo tour, the only people that's going to be sitting back sad about it is, like I said, a couple of his old followers is about to die off. There's some old dudes that was around back then that followed him, and you guys. You'll be the only ones to fuss and cuss about it. Everybody else is dancing in the streets. There was a neighborhood in Medellin, up in the hills. They couldn't get the police in there to stop the drugs for nothing. Pablo and them had it locked down. One of the comunas up there. Grandma lived there. Kids, your cousins, just regular family folk. But drug dealers all around it, and they tried to get up in there and they just could not. One Saturday. That means kids ain't at school, they at home. One Saturday. Grandma, granddaddy just mind their business. They ain't working that day. One Saturday. You at home, you just got off work. In that comuna, since they couldn't get the drug dealers out, and they were big time drug dealers that were in that area, they came through with Apache helicopters in Medellin and street swept the whole community. We're talking about Apache helicopters shooting up your grandmama kitchen. Grandma gone, uncle's gone, cousins gone. The whole neighborhood got swept up. Apache helicopters just come. You thought it was Vietnam somewhere. Those communities that you guys can go up there and just do a tour and see the graffiti and eat some arepas and just have a good time. You weren't living in the hell that them people lived in back then. And you don't know the stories of what they went through. You just go up there and do a tour. You take your little photos up there with the graffiti, and you see the break dancers, and you see the food that's being made, and you go up there and you do a tour during the day, and you come back like, wow, I went to Comuna. You went into the area where Cameron went and all that. But you don't know about the story when they went and swept through there with 3 or 4 Apache helicopters and shot up everything. Y'all need to start talking to Colombians, man. You ever wonder why Colombians are like this when it comes to Pablo? You ever wonder why they don't brag? When the last time you saw a Colombian with a Pablo t-shirt on? You don't. They sell that trash to you because you don't know any better. So they try to make a few dollars. Okay, cool. But most Colombians, you can't talk to a taxi driver about Pablo, can you? A Uber driver. You can't talk to your girlfriend family. You can't talk to your girlfriend grandmama. You can't talk to a police officer here about Pablo. Don't nobody talk about that dude, man. But you. So the fact that they are destroying the tour of that location, I'm with the Colombians. I'm dancing in the streets. I'm dead. Shout out to Rick in the building. He said, Andre, we knew Pablo was a bad man. But once you hear the stories about down here, Andrew says this: Community 13 was a step in a confusing maze. It was an obstacle course. I get it. The 80s and 90s, under Pablo and the Cali cartel and the Bogota cartel, Pablo over the Medellin cartel, was one of the most deadliest eras in Colombian history. You got 3 major cities with 3 major cartels, and they're all making billions. Did they? I still see it, T-Mac. Let me see. I'm still here, T-Mac. Give me a second. Let me go here. I'm still, yeah, that's what I thought. I was still good, T-Mac. I don't see anything missing. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still, you see it? Okay, thanks, guys. I don't see any changes. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't see any changes. Okay, gentlemen, thank you for letting me know that. Yeah, I didn't see anything change at all because I have me on the monitor over here, and I just even put myself up on the other one. Let me, oh, it was your VPN. That happens to me sometimes too, T-Mac, with my VPN, on my phone. That happens to me, yeah. He said, that's why they never say his name in Colombia. He said, I've had older survivors from those days say, don't say his name, fellas. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I mean, when I started hearing these stories, I couldn't believe it. You know, you hear some stories, but the stories that you hear from the people, you're like, oh, goodness gracious. Thanks, Jay Kaysen. Thank you for the $5 love, Johnny. For letting me know that I'm still here. It's the latest documentary. Say who he really was. I'm curious. Yeah, it tells a lot because the latest documentary on Netflix comes from his son now. His son never sugarcoated it. His son never sugarcoated who his dad was. And so it's his son. Like, that's how they found out about Michael Jackson. His son was the one that told the story. Like, listen, my dad was about to do some things to Mike. That's why he never came to Colombia, but he went to Brazil, but he went to Chile and did a concert. And I've seen that concert on TikTok, the one in Chile, or Chile. So the question was, why he never came to Colombia? That was it. It was too dangerous. He say, facts, Dre, I had to sit down and drink some coffee to hear these stories. Yep. Absolutely correct, brother. Let's go back. Let's go back to the video. So like I said, like Rob just said, they're closing down that tour, that Pablo tour. Start that video again. I'm going to bring the video down, then I'm going to bring it back up. It does that sometime periodically. You remove it from studio, and then I'll bring it back in. Because we had just started anyway. Let me bring that back in.
Massive update for you guys. Valentina Moore has been arrested again, and I doubt she's getting let go this time. A German citizen here in basically, if you come here and you cause problems and you make it where people cannot coexist, that your ass will be gone. All right. So to get this guy, man, this was like a whole operation that they did. Police intelligence, migration was involved in this. They're scanning this guy's plate. He went out. He was driving. They mobilized. You know, you might, if you go over to the mayor's page, you can check it out, man. I want to give the mayor props. Like from everything I could see with this guy, man, like he's exactly what Medellin wants. wants right now. If you mess with kids, you're gone, right? If you mess with the locals, like, you're gone. And he's just making it extremely clear. So if you want to come here to Medellin and have a good time, you know, just pay attention to what's going on, because if you don't fall in line now, you will be gone, just like this guy is for at least 10 years. Guys, the mayor here in Medellin is on fire right now. So we seen the girl get arrested. We seen the German guy get deported. Now they have shut down a museum that is dedicated to Pablo Escobar, and they have shut it down for a reason that, for multiple reasons. But for you guys that are coming here as tourists, you need to pay attention to one of them. So one of the things that they're saying is they're fighting back against narco tourism. So you've already seen them going after like sex tourists, pedos, watching the angel list. Now, a lot of guys that come here for the sex tourism go on these Pablo Escobar type of tours, and now they are looking to try to shut that down. And the mayor has a ton of support, guys. Over 46,000 people died during the cartel years and during all that violence. Fathers disappeared, mothers disappeared, daughters disappeared, kids became orphans. So much terror, right? To where the people today, they recognize that this is part of our history, this is part of the past, but we are trying to move forward. If you look at the mayor's post inside the comment section, you will see comment after comment that says, not only should you shut down that museum, but you should make it illegal for anyone to sell and profit off of memorabilia with that guy's face on it, guys. There is a huge amount of support for this. So one of the things that
and they should. I'll say that again. I don't know T-Mac and them though. No, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Shout out to Richie Mac. When me, T-Mac, and Richie were hanging out last summer, the next day, Richie was like, "I'm going to the Pablo Museum." I said, "I'm not. I'll never go." And I know Richie was going, you know, just get some footage. His first time going to Colombia. But I knew I would not me. I'll never go. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Thanks, Will. Will says this. Oh, I read that one. He said she had a banging body. Will says this also. He said, people forget during the 1990s, during the PE era, 7,500 people got killed in 1 year. That is absolutely correct. That's a 20 to 54 people a day for a year. 20 to 54 people a day for a year. That's so sad. Once again, shout out to Johnny with the $5 love. And Johnny says this. He said, Andre, my new gym scent is the Zemaya. Oh, it's all the way up there. I was about to grab it. Let me go grab the Zemaya real quick so we'll know what he's talking about. Okay. So here we go. All right. Zemaya, which he's discussing, is one of the clones, and that smells good. One of the clones of Angel Share, but Imagination by Louis Vuitton. So this is the box that it comes in. Really nice box. Right there. So this is what he's discussing. It's only like $30, $40. Hey, sexy boo. How was your class? All right. So that is the cologne. Very a freshy scent. Fresh out the shower. It's a great gym scent, among other places. So shout out to you, brother, in regards to that one. Cologne I'm wearing tonight is a classic Parfum de Marly's Layton. That's what the apple scent, apple/pear scent that is famous for. Let's go back to the video. Thanks again, Will, for reminding me of the super chats.
Even the city brings up is many foreigners romanticize Escobar without understanding that damage, where we just shared about 46,000 plus people lost their lives. We watch TV shows, we watch movies, everything that has glamorized this, and we have watched it from afar. We didn't have our life impacted, and all kinds of people come flowing into this country and want to go on the tour. Actually, I have sat down and had tea and met Roberto Escobar myself. You know, it was a really cool experience, but I could see why the city wants to move away from that. This mayor here in Medellin is working very hard to change the identity of this city. They want to be able to move forward, recognize their past. They want the right kind of tourism here. They want the sex tourism to go down, at least not be glamorized. They want the narco tourism to really be go away. And they're going to look at taking this property here, okay, and actually now dedicating it to the victims. But man, the mayor is on a roll, man. Russian guy deported, German guy deported, Valentina gets picked up. They shut down Pablo Escobar Museum, man. This guy is making moves right now, and it's important that you pay attention if you're living here or you plan on visiting.
So, lesbians are tired of dealing with women.
I know I can't be the only one. I just feel like women might not be for me.
I can't be the only lesbian, stud, whatever you want to call it, that is actually getting tired of dealing with women.
I cannot believe we have finally reached a point where like lesbian women are tired of romantically dealing with women. And where do we go from here? You know, lesbians have some of the highest divorce rates amongst heterosexual and homosexual couples. They have some of the highest domestic violence rates. And it's not to say that there aren't issues that men and women face when they're interacting with each other, because obviously they do. But it's not the same type of issues. You know, dealing with a woman, man to woman, you give her a certain level of leeway and softness because she's a woman and you're a man. And so, you know, like, you're stronger than her. There's a certain level of responsibility that you innately and automatically take because you understand that that's your dynamic. But when you have two women, there is still usually a masculine and feminine role that one of you has to take on to a degree. It may not be the same way that it happens when it's a man and a woman, but it still exists. And if you're at a point where two women are like, yo, the horror stories are crazy, the cheating, the emotional and psychological warfare, because when women cut you emotionally, it's something that is indescribable. And I don't say this to say that men can't hurt women emotionally, because yes, we can. But most guys do not have the emotional intelligence or the general intelligence to create a story and involve emotions that pull on your heartstrings the way that women are just innately able to do so. Because when you look at a man, if he's crying and trying to gaslight you, you look at him like, you're a grown man, why are you crying? It doesn't really pull on you the way that a woman's crying and telling you that she didn't do something, or that telling you that she didn't do something, or that she really loves you, or that it was an accident. When a man does it, it just doesn't really hit the same, because that's just not our innate skill set. And so if women are at a point where they've had enough, then what comes next?
But you said he.
He, yeah. Well, only because
is that what you look? Because you've been open about
the girls do me dirty. Dirty.
Me?
No, the girls.
The girl. Really?
Yeah.
I would. This is not ever something I've ever explored, but I would always imagine that girls would be easier to manage.
Worse.
Really?
My experience has been they're a little bit worse. Yeah.
How so? Maybe just bad picking.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that, but also like girls, they don't really approach me seriously. They approach me like sensually, and I'm like, well, I would want it to be something more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really gotten that approach from many women. They're just like, oh, she's beautiful, she's attractive, or like talking about my body and stuff. So
yeah, it's like a sexual
thing. Yeah. So maybe they don't take me seriously.
Huh.
But when I think of my next relationship, I've been in a space where I want, because I'm feeling so feminine, like I want the opposite energy, and I'm feeling like a masculine, or maybe it's a masculine woman.
Yeah.
We're going to pause for a split second because she said something that I said earlier. I'm going to bring that back. She said, maybe it's now that I'm so much into my feminine energy that I want the exact opposite of what she was dealing with from the ladies. I'm telling you, if any of you guys ever dealt with women that used to be LGBTQ or women that used to be studs, I'm telling you, stud women are so feminine when they decide to stop being studs. When they decide to stop being studs, they are girly girls. They swing their pendulum all the way. Either they're going to be all the way acting like dudes or all the way acting like women. Studs, they ain't got that middle ground. They ain't got that middle ground. They don't wear dresses and pretend to be a man. They go all the way with it. Same way they swing the pendulum to the other side. When they decide that they want to start dating guys, whether it be sneaking or whether it be in public, they are extremely feminine. And like she said, I'm ready to walk in on my feminine side. Because like she said, because women do you dirty.
Really?
My experience has been, they're a bit worse. Yeah.
How so? Maybe just bad picking.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. But also, like, girls, they don't really approach me seriously. They approach me like sensually. And I'm like, well, I would want it to be something more serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really gotten that approach from many women. They're just like, oh, she's beautiful, she's attractive, or like talking about my body and stuff. So
yeah, it's like a sexual
thing. Yeah. So maybe they don't take me seriously.
Huh.
But when I think of my next relationship, I've been in a space where I want, because I'm feeling so feminine, like I want the opposite energy, and I'm feeling like a masculine, or maybe it's a masculine woman.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never really tried that. The women that I've dated are like, have been like
sexy too.
Yeah, a little bit femme, a little bit more like in the middle, or more femme than masculine. But I also think about like children and just like be thrown against the wall. So I'm so weak, I'm feminine, and like just this masculine figure. So in my head, I think it might be a guy.
Yeah, that's where you're at right now.
Right now,
I would
change.
think because you're open, that you have so many more options.
I've been just really choosing the wrong people. And what's really funny is that it's not even me that's taking that extra step to talk to them. They're coming to me, they're sliding in my DMs, they're talking to me, but then they're not ready for commitment. And the thing that blows my mind is that I'm literally so transparent and upfront from the beginning. Like, listen, like, I've been single for a while. I want something serious. I want something, I don't want to just like hang out and be super casual. Like, I really want a relationship. Like, that's just who I am. And I've grown and I've done my, self-reflections on my past, and like, I'm good. I'm ready. Like, and like these women are all here, and then they love bomb me. They tell me all these like sweet nothings, and then I get blindsided. And
before she goes any further, did I not say that's one of the reasons why studs are starting to come and date men? I said the 3 signs that studs are showing that they want to be with men is A, curiosity, B, change, C, men are more committed than the women in their community. I'll say this again. Studs are seeing that straight men are more into being committed than the women who are running into their communities. And so they're like, if I'm going to be hurt, let me go be with somebody that I might have a better chance of finding commitment from than these women. Well, Dre, that's not true, because women believe in commitment. If that's true, then women wouldn't be divorcing at a 70% clip, divorcing men. Men understand that once I marry you, it's for the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever it may be. We're not the only ones that are causing divorces. Women often divorce out of boredom. Run over to the LGBTQ wreak havoc over there, and now the studs are saying, you know what? That's all right. Let me go ahead and get with a man, because I know men believe in one thing more than women do: commitment. She's right.
and be super casual. Like, I really want a relationship. Like, that's just who I am. And I've grown and I've done my, you know, self-reflections on my past, and like, I'm good. I'm ready. Like, and like these women are all here, and then they love bomb me. They tell me all these like sweet nothings, and then I get blindsided, and I'm not even the one that initiates it. Like the situation, you know, it's like they're coming to me, they showed their interest in me, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, hurt people, I can't commit right now, or you just got out of a relationship and now like you've been talking to her this whole time while like you're messing around, like, you know, hanging out with me.
You couldn't put two neurotic people together.
No, that's why lesbian
not.
relationships don't last. Because about 75% of divorces are initiated by women. And the simplest explanation for that is that on average, the most unhappy person in the relationship is going to be the woman. Well, why? Well, because on average, she has higher levels of negative emotion. That doesn't necessarily mean that negative emotion doesn't reflect problems in the relationship.
Yeah.
But she's going to be more sensitive to that. Well, so if you put two women together, well, what do you think happens? So, I mean, it's one of the reasons.
Fun fact, if you think lesbianism is easier, women are like men, but worse. Women are like men, but worse. Think about that. Stew on that.
While you're stewing on that, shout out to my brother Will, as well as T-Mac over on the Cash App and PayPal for showing $10 love. Our brother Dave says this. He say, I'm so confused. He said, are we supposed to sympathize with them for dating women? They say, they tough. They'll be all right. That's how I look at it as well. They'll be all right. They're going to make it through it. And one of the ways they're going to be all right, a lot of the women are just coming back to men. A lot of studs are like, this being a stud ain't worth it. Being a stud is not worth it. You say lies is very dangerous in society. And that's true. Let's go.
Straight women are definitely attracted to lesbians, but I think that's all it is. They come into our community and they get up. Most of the times when a STD is introduced into a lesbian relationship, it is from a straight woman.
It very much comes off like I date some women because they cater to me and I don't have to necessarily cater to them, which is why we see videos of studs complaining about, damn, you know what, I'm tired of dating women because they just is one-sided.
The reason why studs are going through this is because they're always finding their ways with straight women. So that is the problem. So me as a Renaissance lesbian, I do take care of my stud. I'm
Renaissance lesbian. Like, what's the difference
Renaissance is like an OG. Like, you feel me?
Can you speak on the difference between dating a straight woman and a Renaissance?
All I was gonna say, these straight be hoes. They know how to. They understand it.
They understand the assignment.
Understand it,
okay, all right. Do straight women expect you to pay for everything?
Hell yeah.
Okay, and then the gay women is different.
It's 50-50. Depend.
Appreciate the commentary.
This bitch just pissed me the fuck off. Why the fuck are you still talking to your ex situationships? And she's like, well, they're the ones texting me first. Why the fuck are you still responding though? Because if I were to do some shit like that, there you go blowing up on me. What the fuck is wrong with her? Like, what the actual fuck? Like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm actually done for real.
I really want y'all to know women are terrible fucking people. I don't care how nobody flip it.
Honestly, I could not agree more than what she just said. I say this all the time to people. All the time. Be like, you got a lot of male friends, and people think like, oh, I don't mess with females, and that is not the case at all. But it is the case. And it's not that I don't mess with females. Like, it takes a particular female to understand. But most females are trash. Like, they just are. Like, men, for me, is easy to be friends with because I know the true intentions of a man. Like, most likely, all a man want to do when they see me or when they want to be with me, first off the top, is probably they want to, you know, be intimate. But if I shut that shit down, like, it can't go any further than what I allow it to go. And people will stay in their place as long as they feel that they need to stay in their place. There's no other intention. But with females, like, you don't know why they want to be your friend. They can want to be your friend just because you have somebody that you don't get along with, and that person you don't get along with, they want to be friends with them to click up. Or maybe you know somebody, like, maybe popular or can get them in bars and stuff, so they want to be friends with you just because they can benefit off of that, who you know, where you can go. And then you got the weird females that are just be like, they don't really like you, but they just want to be friends with you just so they can subliminally talk about you. Like, it's just nuts. And just as she stated in that video, yes, a lot of them females are mad needy. Like, I have too many issues within my own self that I have to figure out and things going on in my life. I cannot sit here and deal with a female friend who wants me all day, every day, calling, texting, nonstop, blah, blah, blah.
The lesbians that I've dated, there's only been one, and it was the first woman that I ever dated, who didn't make me feel like, oh my God, that didn't dismiss me. That didn't make me feel like shit because I haven't slept with or had, full-blown relationships with, a bunch of different women. The friend that I was having this conversation with, she doesn't necessarily like labels, but she hasn't dated a man seriously in several years. And we were talking about the fact that, again, I haven't actively been dating women. And actually, since I moved to Houston, I gave up. And as me and her having this conversation, she is literally proving my point as to why I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. The women that I've talked to, it always comes back to men. And that's the thing when we talk about biphobia. If you, as a lesbian, if your reason for not dating bisexual women has anything to do with men, you're biphobic. If it has anything to do with infidelity, you're biphobic. Just because I am also attracted to men does not mean that I'm going to leave you for a man. If I've decided to stop talking to you and the next person I talk to is a man, it's not because I don't like women, it's because I don't like you.
Y'all think men are bad? Lesbians are worse. Lesbians come with such an attachment, an unhealthy attachment. And normalize asking this before you get with a lesbian. Are you friends with any of your exes? Do you still talk with any of your exes? Do you have feelings for any of your exes? Oh, and this is a famous one. And we're not together, but we still live together. Make sure you ask if you live with anybody and who are they, what's your history with them. Studs are afraid to commit because they know they got like 10 girls, a full roster, but they don't know which one to pick. They just don't want you. Because somebody that wants you, they gonna make it known. What are options when somebody really wants you? Non-existent. If somebody says they want you, they're gonna make that shit known. In their actions, they're not just gonna say it. Lesbians always have at least one friend that they're attracted to in that sense. Be wary of that. Lesbians lack boundaries with their friends. Yeah, you guys are friends, but why do you guys act like that with each other? Unhealthy attachment, this is what I'm saying. And if you guys have any other ones to add to the list, please comment below, because I know there's a whole lot more.
I heard y'all were asking femmes, is it worse to get cheated on with a man or a stud? As a lesbian who was dating a stud, who was sneak digging, it's always going to be a man. It's always going to be a man. Because was I even your type?
So word on the street is that some of you studs are getting tenderized by men.
The word on the street is...
And listen, I'm not here to judge. But I do want to have the conversation. Now, the concept of a stud, a butch.
Okay. Now I'm showing y'all studs and dresses. There's TikTok where you can look up studs and dresses. For all you dudes that say, I'd never touch a stud. So you would never touch this. You'll never touch this chocolate right here. All you dudes in the beginning of the video said, I'd never touch a stud. I'm going to show you some studs and dresses tonight. And I want to hear you say that you will never touch a stud.
Or a masculine presenting woman who presents and identifies as a lesbian, getting snack attacked by men, is a dynamic that is often met with a lot of controversy. And I do understand that while some people feel like, listen, it's really none of our business, who somebody chooses to lay within the privacy of their own home has got nothing to do with the rest of us, because ultimately desire is not only personal, but it is fluid, However, when you identify with a label that is not fluid, with a label...
All studs. All studs.
Label that is rooted in history and community, with a label that carries a lot of weight and meaning for so many people. Deviating from that label does call into question not only your accountability, but your integrity as well. And that's a conversation that I do feel like is worth having.
Studs sneak penis or have sex with men because men treat them and sex them in a way that they desire. Men appreciate the woman that they are, and they admire the woman that they are. They're able to see them as women, and studs desire that. I know, shocker, right? But yeah, no, studs actually desire that, and most feminine presenting women do not treat studs as like the women that they are. They don't. And to be honest, I do not blame the femmes for that. I actually blame the studs for that, because studs tend to present themselves in a way where they are afraid to even express themselves, express their feminine energy, or even live in that. So it's kind of hard to see a stud outside of the image that is presented.
Did you hear about the stud lesbian?
Nope. Before she even talked, she said that, and this for some dudes, but not dudes like me. She said, it's hard to see a stud outside of her presented image. How she shows herself in public, it's hard to see us. No, ma'am. Y'all studs, y'all want us to look at it as if it's hard. Y'all want us, that's why y'all put so much energy into it. That's why y'all always dressing with the baseball caps. Y'all always dress in sports apparel. That's why most adult stud women dress like 12-year-old boys. I'll say that one again in public. Most stud women dress like 12-year-old boys. You do not dress like adult men. You rarely find a stud that has fashion sense, that is beyond a 12 to 14-year-old junior high school young man. Most studs, just like this young lady that's speaking, you can take those clothes and put them on a little boy and he's ready for the first day of school. Most studs dress like boys going to the first day of junior high school. For us men, we see past all that camouflage. You can wear all the giant t-shirts you want. It ain't gonna hide them breasts. Them breasts gonna keep breasting. It ain't gonna hide that butt. Them curves gonna keep curving. Those thighs gonna keep thighin'. You can wear all the Timberlands you want. I know you got pretty feet. So for many men, oh, she looked masculine. Not to every man. There's a lot of you studs, yes, you do look like your daddy. But it's a lot of you studs, you look just like your mama, no matter what you put on. And us men can see right past you dressing like a little ass boy. I'll say that again, studs. Most of us men can see past y'all dressing like little ass boys trying to fool the world into y'all, I'm masculine. Dressing like kids. But I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of dudes that will smash you because we already see that butt is still looking delicious. Them thighs, the ick. If you think you're gonna fool me with them 1990s baggy pants on, you ain't fooling nobody, baby. You can get it. With them brush waves. With them brush waves. I ain't gonna tell you to get rid of them brush waves. I'm gonna hold the back of your head while you giving me head. I'm gonna hold your brush waves like this while you're giving me head. I ain't gonna tell you to mess up your brush waves. Get all the Murphy oil, Murphy's grease that you want. You gonna give me head with them brush waves. I'll take them dreads and tie them in a knot and hold them while you give me head. I don't care. You ain't gonna never fool dudes like me into thinking that you are an actual dude. Especially the moment you decide that you want to put on a dress or some tight jeans. He said, I gotta disagree with you, Dre. He said, I look right past studs, especially big ones. Of course you do. I'll say this again. Of course you do. Did I not say every man is not gonna see the same thing? Some of you dudes can get flabbergasted by some studs. That's why I said there are a lot of studs that look just like their daddy. If they were dressing like women, you know that there are some women that got their daddy features. They look just like their daddy in the face. Even if they weren't a stud. I ain't talking about them. But the ones I'm showing you tonight, don't tell me you ain't gonna smash them. Don't tell me them studs I just showed you with dress on, you wasn't gonna smash none of them. I look right past them. See, in my eyes, I could see a stud with them little boy outfits on, and I could see them thighs in a dress. I could see that pretty face and them green eyes and them dimples. You can fool everybody else, but you can't fool me. Now, most of you dudes will look past a stud. I'm gonna tell you something now. When I was out there, they ain't never fooled me into thinking that they was a dude. Wasn't nothing dudely about them. Now, if you ask me, do studs act like little boys, dress like little boys, walk like little boys? That could be true. But most studs don't walk and talk and act like no grown man. No. And you ain't gonna tell me that pretty face. I don't care how studly you are. You can take a baseball cap and try to hide it, girl. You just look like SWV back in the day with a baseball cap on. You ain't fooling nobody. I wish I would let a fine stud walk past me because she a stud. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something now. Thank you. All you dudes that don't mess with studs, never touched a stud, didn't bother with stud, thank you. You made the competition thin. I ain't had to worry about you being in the way. You think I'm gonna be mad because y'all don't deal with studs? Man, please, thank you. Thank you. You made me running through some dudes, some of the best sex, some of the most feminine women, some of the best cooks that you think heterosexual women can cook? Shh, let a stud cook for you. When she ain't wearing all them boy clothes, because she ain't gonna wear all them boy clothes around me. See, that's where y'all mind get tore up. Y'all think when studs are around real men, they dress like that. Y'all think when y'all see them with brush waves and y'all see them where they got their dreads pulled up, y'all think they dress. No, when a stud is with some good dudes, with some solid dudes, all them outfits gone. All they little loose jeans, all of a sudden they start wearing tight body fitting jeans. All that all that wearing socks with the 3 stripes at the top. Oh, that's gone, dog. They ain't wearing no socks no more. They wearing cocoa butter and shea butter on them ankles now. All that wearing Timberlands. See, they wear Timberlands around y'all. Around me, oh, they got the cutest feet with the sandals and they got their little toes done and ain't no ash on their ankles. When I'm talking about dudes that mess with studs, I'm talking about dudes like myself that saw them in their natural state of womanhood, their natural state of femininity. I wasn't with no studs that was still walking around with Timberlands on. You crazy. I was with studs that was like, I don't want to be no stud no more, Mr. Spence. Mr. Spence, I don't want to be a stud no more. I don't want to be a stud no more. Your studs wear cologne. My studs wore perfumes. Your studs look like their daddy. My studs look just like their pretty mama. Y'all sleeping on studs. Y'all sleeping on studs. When I say studs, y'all sit back thinking about Timberland boots, overdressed and baggy clothes, pressing her breasts down with sports bras. Y'all thinking about her wearing strap-ons. Y'all got studs up. Because soon as they meet a dude that they want, all that ish comes off. And I'm talking about comes off fast. Cocoa butter and shea butter and perfume all throughout your car. See, when they with you, they your partner. They your partner. They wearing cologne like you. Hey, let me get that cologne, dog. They wearing baseball caps like you. Not me. I ain't never had a stud in my car that dressed like a stud. Never. I've had females tell my sister, who's LGBTQ. My sister told me, she said, so my friends say, girl, if I was not gay, your brother, I would be your brothers. I belong to your brother. My sister in her community. Candy say, so my girl say, if I was not gay, ooh, wee girl, I would belong to your brother. You know why? Because I carry myself in a way, and a lot of you men carry yourselves in a way that a woman knows once she decides that she is not walking around like a little 8th grade year old boy, and she can walk in her true femininity like the other lady was just saying on the video. They walk 100% in their femininity. That's why dudes like me don't get fooled by that acting like a stud and dressing like a little boy. Because we know once you meet a dude like me, boo, and you're around us grown men, your hair all of a sudden is 12 inches longer. You letting your hair grow out. You getting your hair done. It's flowing. See, when I say stud to y'all, y'all thinking about face tattoos, tattoos all on the neck, black and milds. I'm not talking about them studs. Ain't nothing pretty about them studs. Ain't nothing pretty about a chick that's got black and mild lips. That's who you think I'm talking about. Ain't that pretty about a chick that got a tattoo crawling up her face? That's who you think I'm talking about. I'm not talking about them studs. I'm talking about them real pretty mothers that you know she ain't got no business pretending like she a stud. The ones that got the bodies by body ain't got no business being a stud. I done had chicks, man, bodies, crazy bodies, that will run back to the LGBTQ community and still keep pretending like she stud and come back running over the poppy. Studs love looking for somebody they can call daddy. Daddy, don't do it like that again, daddy. I'll do anything for you, daddy. Man, I done had studs that will cook for me, but won't cook for her gay girls. They will have the gay girls cook for them. But then when the stud come over to this side and she putting on a dress and heels and skirts, guess who in the kitchen with them tight jeans on and them thongs on? She ain't gonna wear no thongs. She wearing drawers for her girls over there. Soon as she come to my crib, ain't number thongs on. Ain't number thongs. So I don't know what studs y'all looking at, but I'm telling you, listen, you want to have some good cooking like your grandmama can cook? Go ahead, let a stud cook for you. I dare you. I dare you let a stud cook for you. You gonna be sitting up there snarfing. What, girl, what you put in this chicken? Shh, y'all got studs effed all the way up. Will says this. He said, I didn't know the brat had a body before the surreal life. I knew she did. I always thought Brat was a cutie with a nice body. I already knew that. I knew that way back in the day. So the couple times that she did put on a dress, I was like, yup. You know who else I saw? I knew I had a body, but she was kind of almost kind of butchy, but you didn't know if she was straight or LGBTQ. Alicia Keys. Remember when Alicia Keys first came out, you thought she was kind of butchy? I was telling dudes, I said, man, Alicia Keys got a bad body. Nah, dog, she butchy, dog. I'm like, dog, I'm telling y'all, do not let them, that long trench coat on them music videos fool y'all. Man, Alicia Keys came out with like her second, third video, and she was walking in cowboy boots with them tight jeans on, walking to the phone booth. Dudes was like, damn, that's Alicia Keys. I said, I told you, mama, she was fine. Y'all was letting them braids and that smooth neo soul LGBTQ look fool y'all. Now, fast forward, Alicia Keys got a girlfriend and a husband, don't she? And the girlfriend, I think, just had a baby or she's pregnant right now. So Swiss Beats got Alicia Keys, who was walking around all butchy looking when she first came out. And he got the girlfriend of Alicia Keys. And they all living together happily ever after. So y'all tell me y'all wouldn't have smashed Alicia Keys. Them the type of butches I'm talking about. Don't tell me y'all wasn't gonna smash no Alicia Keys. I don't care how butchy she was trying to come off in them first couple videos. I knew she was fine. Then when I saw her in concert, row 10. I'm right there in row 10. Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Missy Elliott, and Tamia. Grant Hill's wife. I'm officially missing you. In Chicago. 10th row. Missy Elliott came out with the stripper pose and strippers all over the stage. Man, listen. They say, Dre, I'm sorry, but I can't deal with a stud. We're going to argue about that starting 5 in Chicago Bulls, 1998 championship team. Plus, studs in New York are different. I'm telling you. Okay. Give me one of them New York Alicia Keys and we'll talk. Give me one of them New York Alicia Keys and we'll talk. I ain't talking about no fat studs. I ain't talking about no studs that look like they wrestle for a living. I'm not talking about no studs with no. See, y'all got studs tore up. Y'all think all studs are created equal. I'm here to tell you, not all studs are created equal. I'm not talking about no masculine looking, manly looking studs. I'm talking about the studs that you know she lying to herself. The studs that you know that's too pretty to be out here talking about you a stud. Girl, you ain't no stud. There are studs out here that even if there was regular women, y'all wouldn't holler at them. Let's be real. I'm serious. I'm not talking about people. I'm just saying that there are some studs out there that if they dress like regular women, their features on their face, they look just like they daddy. They have very, very masculine features. So even if they were regular chicks, you wouldn't holler at them anyway. I'm not talking about them because even if they were regular chicks, I wouldn't holler at them either. Right? And right now, let me pause for a second. I ain't trying to convince y'all nothing. I'm just trying to tell y'all my experience. So if you ain't into studs, everybody won't be. I'm not talking about the ones that look like they daddy, no matter if they're a stud or a straight chick. If I'm in New York and I run across an Alicia Keys stud, I am smashing back in the day. Don't try to tell me New York's a different. Alicia Keys from New York. You tell me you wasn't gonna smash no Alicia Keys. Put that in the comments. Y'all telling me y'all was not gonna smash Alicia Keys in Atlanta. You telling me you would not beat up on Brat back in the day. You telling me you wouldn't have gave it to the Brat back in the day. The tat with that pretty face. Y'all telling me y'all wasn't gonna hit Brat back in the day when she was really bodied up. Y'all wasn't gonna hit Brat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Y'all wasn't gonna hit Alicia Keys? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Like I said, I ain't talking about the ones that look like they daddy. I got an ego, bruh. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be getting with a chick that look like her daddy. But Alicia Keys? The Brat? Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. Y'all gonna quit acting like y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all tell me y'all wouldn't have ran through T-bars back in the day. Y'all wouldn't have ran through T-bars as butchy as she was acting back in the day. You wouldn't have ran through T-bars. Y'all wouldn't have ran through Left Eye. You tell me you wouldn't have ran through Left Eye back in the day. Now we all know Chili had the girly side. You tell me you wouldn't have, baby, you wouldn't have hit T-bars back in the day. Red light special all through the night. You wouldn't have hit T-bars. You motherfuckers lying. Y'all lying. Trying to tell me I don't mess with no chicks that act around and act butchy and act like dyke chicks. I don't mess with no dyke chick. I don't mess with no butchy chick. I don't mess with no chick that act like a stud. You tell me T-Boz wasn't acting like a stud? You tell me Brat wasn't acting like a stud? You tell me Alicia Keys on the first few videos was not dressing and acting like a stud? You motherfuckers crazy. Who y'all think I am? Tom Tucker, that dumb mother? Y'all are crazy. Y'all done ran through T-Bars and gave it that red light special all through the night. Oh, who y'all want to act like y'all? Yep, I done ran through T-Bars and treated like a Dina Howard. I'd have had T-Bars with a t-shirt in her panties on. T-shirts in her panties on. Seriously. Thank you, bruh. Them the ones I'm talking about. Who y'all think I'm talking about? Some ugly stud chicks? No, I ain't talking about no stud chick that look like her daddy. I'm talking about the ones that look like Alicia Keys, T-Boz, the Brat. Don't be telling me y'all ain't gonna hit no studs when these females walk around here looking that good. Yeah, them tomboy chicks. Y'all ain't gonna hit no chicks. He said, I said left eye, Dre skipped me. My bad, brother. Yeah, left eye. I'm telling you. Shout out to the International Choir Storm. He says, Dre, check your WhatsApp. He said, mute the video for, check your WhatsApp, mute the video for copyright. Mute the video for, I don't get it. I'll check my WhatsApp though. Let me check my WhatsApp real quick. Shout out to the International Choir Storm. Oh. Right. You telling me y'all want to go hit the Brat when she was looking good like that? You telling me you was not going to hit the Brat when she was looking good like that? Man, stop the lies that we tell ourselves, though. The lies we tell ourselves. Y'all keep lying to yourself. Brat was go get it back in the day. Back in the day, the Brat? Man, y'all gonna quit it with the lies. No, I don't mess with no bush chicks. Shh. I don't mess with no bush chick, no tom girls, and no studs. Shh. I still ain't heard y'all say y'all wouldn't hit Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys came right out the gate stud. She ain't pretend. New York. Thank you. Y'all funny. Let's go back to the video.
Present themselves in a way where they are afraid to even express themselves, express their feminine energy, or even live in that. So it's kind of hard to see a stud outside of the image that is presented.
Did you hear about the stud lesbian who got caught planning to cheat on her wife with a man, scheming on his ding-a-ling, even though he looked like a stud himself? Lesbians everywhere are angry after this woman named Nana leaked these messages to the public, and they appear to show a lesbian stud who's married flirting with a man, sending him photos and videos and asking him if they could hook up. Let's get into it. So she writes to him, so if you give me the chance to be with you and start a family, you're not gonna F me over, is you? And he replies, no. Then she sends all these videos of herself supposedly looking sexy, smoking, and posing, showing her muscles. In this screenshot, she's showing her muscles, posed in her wife beater and her boxer briefs, and at the very bottom, she texting him, let me know when you up. So they're having this exchange, and she writes, boy, stop. My wife sleep, but I don't just want to leave because she's sleeping. She might wake up. He rolls his eyes. Then she says, then if I wake her up, I don't know what to say. And then he writes, you don't have people you smoke with or friends' houses you go to? Do you still go to the gym? And she writes, no friends at all, and no, I don't have a gym membership. He doesn't respond. So after some time, she writes him back, and says, got time this morning? This is the crazy one, because in this thread, she's apparently worried about being protected, you know, and she asked him something and he says, look, I just got tested clean D over here and I got my papers. And she said, I trust you. And he said, how long you gonna be? And she said, dang, I just got done shaving. I could only shave the bottom because if I shave the whole thing, she gonna think something. And he said, that's cool. Is that?
She said I could only shave the bottom because if I shave the whole thing, she gonna know something. Even the studs being slick with it. Oh, we forgot another one that was portraying herself like tomboy extraordinaire. Tell me you wouldn't hit this tomboy. Tell me you wouldn't hit this tomboy. You ain't never seen her in a dress. Tell me you wouldn't hit this tomboy. Aaliyah. Tell me y'all wouldn't go hit Aaliyah. Tell me y'all wouldn't go hit that tomboy. Y'all wouldn't go hit that tomboy? You mother's lying your ass. You lying your ass. Man, Priscilla, for real. Priscilla don't fool nobody, bruh. Priscilla don't fool nobody. Any real dude? No. I could see how somebody was running through Priscilla. Priscilla try to present that military Priscilla on y'all, and y'all think, oh man, man, Priscilla, for real, as a single man, she could get it. Yes, she can. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, y'all ain't telling me Aaliyah wasn't dressing like a tomboy? So you said Aaliyah, Chili, Left Eye, and T-Boz were not tomboys. When last time you saw Aaliyah wear something tight like okay, we're talking about the 90s. When you last time you saw Aaliyah wear something tight and right? Just jeans, like she was SWV. This the 90s. Like she was Total. When last time you saw Aaliyah wear something tight and right? Like she was Total. Like she was SWV. Never. When last time you saw Aaliyah in a dress? Maybe in one movie. Never. All she had on was white wife beaters, t-shirts, jeans. Even in the Rock the Boat video, she wasn't trying to be too sexy for you. You telling me you want to go hit Aaliyah? You motherfuckers lying. You lying. So now that they call them studs instead of tomboys, y'all talking about y'all ain't gonna hit them. Get the hell out of here. He said, Dre, they having Aaliyah and R. Kelly flashbacks when she was 16. They're not trying to hit that young. I'm talking about when she matured, of course. When she matured, of course. Let's continue on with the video. Oh, my bad. That was my fault. Let's go back here. We're here. We're about right here. She said, if I shave the whole thing off, my girl gonna know.
In her wife beater and her boxer briefs. And at the very bottom, she texting him, let me know when you up. So they're having this exchange and she writes, boy, stop. My wife sleep, but I don't just want to leave because she sleeping. She might wake up. He rolls his eyes. Then she says, then if I wake her up, I don't know what to say. And then he writes, you don't have people you smoke with or friends' houses you go to? Do you still go to the gym? And she writes, no friends at all. And no, I don't have a gym membership. He doesn't respond. So after some time, she writes him back and says, got time this morning? This is the crazy one, because in this thread, she's apparently worried about being protected, you know, and she asked him something and he says, look, I just got tested clean D over here and I got my papers. And she said, I trust you. And he said, how long you gonna be? And she said, dang, I just got done shaving. I could only shave the bottom because if I shave the whole thing, she gonna think something. And he said, that's cool. Is that what you do when you cheating? You only shave the bottom so they won't know the difference? Now this is supposed to be a married woman. And to top it off, this is the man she's supposed to be cheating with. And everybody say he looked like a stud himself. Studs are mad about this because they're saying this is the reason why men keep approaching them and won't take them seriously, constantly telling them that they can change their mind. They're saying she's making them look bad. She need to turn in her lesbian keys and announce that she's really bisexual. But what do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more.
Get least. Oh, my throat. You know what? I sipped it. Actually okay. I sipped it and it looked like good. Like, yo.
My man gonna try to hit that stud right there. You tell me I wouldn't hit that stud right there with the pretty long, natural curly hair. Y'all ain't gonna hit the stud like that. Y'all wouldn't hit this one here? Okay.
Who are you whispering to? Who else is in the No, you're moving mad weird.
Y'all ain't gonna hit the British stud? Y'all wouldn't hit the British stud? He said that's a fake stud. No. Y'all ain't gonna hit the British stud? The stud with the British accent? My man says she got a fatty.
Constantly telling them that they can change their mind. They're saying she's making them look bad. She need to turn in her lesbian keys and announce that she's really bisexual. But what do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Tierka with the T. Follow for more.
Get least. Oh, my throat. You know what? I sipped it. Actually okay. I sipped it and it looked like good. Like, yo. Who are you whispering to? Who else is in the No, you're moving mad weird.
I got a real question. Are straight men like attracted to studs though?
AD, I'll let you answer this. No, nigga. But listen, I got homies. They got drunk with their stud friend and they knocked them down.
What?
So, I know some niggas.
I'm cracking studs.
You a fucking stud?
I fuck the dog shit out of studs.
Who's the stud?
Gucci! Right, Gucci man! Right, Gucci!
We have a representative as a former stud.
Hold on, time out. You talking about a former stud? Nigga, she was a stud last week. Did you see her in here with the DL Hughley had on last week?
Y'all telling me y'all wouldn't hit her? You telling me you Miss Light Skin Red Bonation from the island of Red Bonia? You ain't gonna hit. You ain't gonna hit the Red Bonation. You ain't gonna sex up the Red Bonation from the island of Red Bonia. The Red Bonians can't get no love. This is stud. They all saying that she was stud. Y'all telling me y'all ain't gonna get, come on now. Okay, that's what I thought. These the type that I'm talking about. These are the types that I don't know which ones y'all thinking about, but the ones like this was getting got.
Y'all know what stud stand for. Still titties under that shirt. Goddamn.
Absolutely correct. Y'all better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. You better not forget that one. What does stud stand for? Still titties under that shirt. Don't you ever forget that. I'm a stud. I know you are. You still got titties under that shirt. Absolutely correct. Let yourself be in a room with a fine stud, drunk or high. Trust me, Biology will be talking, fellas. Absolutely correct. I don't want to hear none of this mess that dudes be talking about. I don't mess with no studs. You got a fine stud be in a room with you. She got your favorite Black and Miles. He's trying to hear what y'all talking about.
Wait. In case anybody was wondering, Gucci got a coochie.
No bad reviews.
Everybody knows Gucci is a very beautiful woman.
Oh, wow, thanks.
I was expecting more of like good looking out, my nigga.
Don't ask if niggas in here not Gucci now. You going too far.
You just did it, nigga.
It's niggas fucking.
Hey, Chuck, signs up. Put your signs up. Put your signs up right now, but niggas don't fuck.
I'm not Gucci. Everyone but fuck Gucci. Who would?
Thank you. All of them voted and said yes, they'd hit it. All of them said that they hit it. Trying to sit up there and act like I'm the only ones that'll hit it butch.
Fuck Gucci. You're gonna have to put on some bigger jeans in this motherfucker.
Well, what I was going to say, she has been delivered.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
No, Gucci, real talk, because inquiring minds want to know, there's been times when you felt like you were more stud-like and you were like...
Yeah, in my baby gay days, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I was doing too much.
Wait, so you haven't swerved back across the street?
I did relapse on the dick once.
Gucci.
Thank you. Even when they studs, they still gonna let you hit. Like she just said, I did relapse once. Even when they studs, they gonna let you hit. He said, I never been with no studs. He said, but pretty women that dealt with women always eventually found themselves, invited themselves over to wipe me down. Absolutely.
Gucci!
A relapse like it's a drug is crazy.
She was ovulating, that's all.
I was ovulating like a motherfucker. It's crazy. When you ovulate, you be looking like, who can I make a father?
Yes, it's so true.
It's really crazy.
Women when they're ovulating, they're horny as fuck. Like it's a thing, and then men sense it.
Ovulation happens like 3 days before the period.
If any nigga know about ovulation, nigga, you know about ovulation, nigga. That's when he come outside.
Smell it in the air. Someone's ovulating. I can smell it.
It's not ovulator.
So one guy slept with 7 studs.
One dude slept with 7 studs, and this stud here is upset. Let's go to Africa.
One guy. So you all were busy. Like we are comfortably sleeping with one guy. It's not like you guys did not know. You guys know. You knew that this guy was also sleeping with others. Okay, you guys say you're friends and you have been doing this for God knows when. Now, because you guys are falling out, like you guys have issue, that's why all these things came out, because we wouldn't have known. You guys have been doing this and it's giving you guys how much is it? Now you have infection from it. You see? You have infection from it. It's stored. Like, you guys, you disgust me. Nobody is perfect though. This one not be. Nobody is perfect. You guys, we are aware of everything happening. Look at the guy. The guy is not even fine. Look at him. How much was he giving you guys?
She said, look at him. The guy wasn't even fine. How much was he giving you? Ooh, she mad. She mad she wasn't number 8.
You guys say you're friends and you have been doing this for God knows when. Now, because you guys are falling out, like you guys have issue, that's why all these things came out, because we wouldn't have known. You guys have been doing this and it's giving you guys how much is it? Now you have infection from it. You see? You have infection from it. It's stored. Like, you guys, you disgust me. Nobody is perfect though. This one not be. Nobody is perfect. You guys, we are aware of everything happening. Look at the guy. The guy is not even fine. Look at him. How much was he giving you guys? It's stored. You guys,
Yeah, that was a good
studs.
series.
You guys embarrass us too much. This thing wouldn't have come out if not be saying that they fight
Have you ever dated a dude? Like,
I've never dated a dude for real. Like in high school, I had little flings and shit. At grown, nah. But that's what we're here for, you know.
oh, so you have
Test
an
it out
interest.
a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just riding the wave, baby.
They try to hold for dear life, trying not to say the wrong shit. Why Drewski though?
He can't remind me of me. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Like, I ain't gonna just do no I ain't gonna just shortchange it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And Juice, I feel like he be the right one. He remind me of me. Funny. You know, he cute.
So out of like all this time, you don't deal with dudes, and Drewski just the one.
Drewski the one.
That's cap.
Oh, for real.
So y'all had some time together yet?
Yeah.
What y'all did? Nah, not you blushing.
We was dancing in the club, dancing on the bus.
They trying to hook up Drewski with another stud after he got his feelings hurt by the first stud.
I don't know. We had a good time. He a vibe.
Okay. He funny type dude.
Definitely my type in real life. Like that's.
Oh, that's your type.
I can see me with him.
Okay. Tell y'all both funny though. I ain't gonna lie. So that's gonna be a movie. I ain't gonna cap.
To have her sit down with Young and May and she approved me, I mean, it's real nigga shit. You hear me?
Like, what if he not with all that? He like, yo, you do everything. I'm just gonna go get this bag, but I need you to be the one cooking, cleaning.
Shit changed. So that might be my role for right now.
Oh,
you know what I'm
loyal.
saying?
Yeah, Eric can't be trusted. I can't trust that. It's hard to kind of like put a finger on that. But you look mad feminine. And then your name, Eric. Like, that was a whole confused situation for me. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really know too much to say about Eric. Erica? Like, what?
Dave said this girl doing the interviews with the hat is from New York. I wouldn't care what part of the planet that she comes from. You would never see me with a woman that was straight or gay, that's got tattoos crawling up her face, all type of jewelry in her mouth. Them ain't the studs that I'd be interested in anyway. Ain't no way in the world you would catch me walking hand in hand with something like this. Now, if I'm in New York and I see a stud like Alicia Keys, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. But a stud that looked like this, even if she was a regular chick, I just told y'all, most studs, even if they were regular chicks, couldn't get my attention anyway. I'm finicky about my stud. My stud's got to be fine. The body got to be right. The face got to be right. No tattoos. When she decided to get with me, she ain't got none of those studly ways. Nothing about you remind her of her stud days. I don't do no nose tattoos in no regular chick. No nose piercings in regular chicks. I don't do no nose piercing in stud chicks. I don't do tattoos on the face with regular chicks. I don't do no tattoos on the face with stud chicks. I don't do fake hair with regular chicks. I don't do fake hair with stud chicks. I was dealing with the studs that looked like they ain't had no damn business being studs. I'm not talking about no trashy stuff like this. Y'all crazy. Give me some credit. Alicia Keys looked like she ain't had no business being a stud. T-Boz looked like she had no business dressing like a stud. Left Eye, Alicia Keys, Aaliyah had no business dressing like they was tomboys. Them the ones I'm talking about. I ain't messing with no studs with fake eyelashes in the stud life or in the real life. Come on, y'all got to give me some credit. Give me some credit. Y'all think y'all boy Dre will be with something like this? Thank you.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a being, no disrespect. but I don't really know how to even describe. So if you, like, you know, you win this love with Drewski and you get that bag, like, what you plan on doing?
First of all, with Drewski, I plan on getting, like, married. Like, I don't
You plan on getting married?
Dead ass, listen. Like, I just know what I want for real.
She one of those ones that make it sound good. You know, she try to use her little pretty face.
And I'm just in that.
Like this right here. This is a stud, right? This is the stud. Pretty face stud, right? Let her get some tattoos crawling up her face or some nose piercing. Can't deal with it. Can't coach them. Can't play with them.
Time where I want to get with somebody for a long ass time and get married, have kids.
You telling me y'all wouldn't hit that? You telling me if this chick right here was at your crib on a Saturday night drunk, you ain't putting that through the mattress? You telling me you ain't putting that through the mattress? You lying. Y'all lying, bro. This a stud. All the girls on here that they showing so far are studs, including this one. These are the ones I'm talking about right here. Shout out to Zay. Y'all gonna quit acting like all studs are created equal. Right. This one here, she'd have got it back in the day.
Just having family. She did kind of test me a little bit, but not too bad.
Drewski, watch out for that one. She's pretty, but she's sneaky. Trying to get that bag.
Facts, that. I want the bag and I want me, him.
Now, ain't no way in hell you would ever see me with something like this in stud world or something that looks crazy as this in the real world. So no matter if this chick was straight as an arrow, I will walk right past her.
My bitch can run off in the sunset. Like, what's the problem?
Cause I'm confused a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, nothing like that. You feel me? But yeah, you know what's going on.
I don't think Himothy was being her true self with me. She sounded like she was trying to think about what to say before she said the wrong thing.
What's up with all these women coming out and saying that you studs are sleeping with men, bro? Now, me personally, I don't like all that label shit. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't put me in no category. You feel me? But I know people gonna look at me like, you know what I'm saying, I'm part of that category. And I just want y'all to know, like, ladies, ain't none of that going on over here.
The main one that be hollering, ain't nothing going on over here, be the main one some dude be smashing on the weekend. Not ever. Now, don't get me wrong. I am in my soft girl era, but... Oh, here we go. She say, don't get me... After all that, after all what she just said, she talking about, don't get me wrong. I'm in my soft girl era. Ain't none of that ass shaking and shit going on around here. So if y'all come across me on y'all For You page or whatever, bro, just know this is a safe place. Cause ain't none of that weird shit going on. And I want you studs or whatever y'all identify as to start living in y'all truth, bro. Just be honest with yourself. It's cool.
Yo, I just saw a content creator. I can't remember his name, but I just saw a content creator. He has a large following too. But I just saw him make a video about, like, if you're a dude and you like.
Now on this clip, y'all about to see all studs. And I want to hear y'all say y'all wouldn't hit them. I'm going to say this again. I purposely, on this clip, I edited. Y'all about to see all studs. Hard studs in dresses. These are the hardest of the hardest studs. But they did this is a challenge on TikTok called Studs in Dresses. Tell me y'all ain't gonna hit it. Let me bring it back to the beginning. I'm gonna come back to you in a second, Corporal.
A video about like if you're a dude and you like studs, that means you like boys.
You tell me you ain't gonna hit this stud. You telling me you wouldn't hit this stud?
Bro, that is so far from the truth.
Hey, you telling me you ain't gonna hit no nerdy stud?
And
nerd studs can't get it. Nerd studs can't get it. Let me bring that back. You telling me you wouldn't hit this Lisa Bonet? You ain't gonna hit Lisa Bonet like that. You ain't gonna hit the
means you like boys.
Lisa Bonet like that.
Bro, that is
the stud nerd chick can't get it. You tell me the stud nerd chicks can't get it. Y'all some lying motherfuckers. I swear. Y'all came on this episode sure that y'all would never hit a stud. Y'all was ready to cuss me out in the comments. Dre, I don't know about you. Hey, Dre, we just gonna have to agree to disagree. We just gonna have to agree to disagree. I don't mess with no studs, man. I'm showing you studs right now. I'm showing you bona fide studs, the type that I was getting to. And you telling me the stud Lisa Bonet, she can't get it? This stud right here can't get it. So she can only drink beers with you, but she can't have a shot with you. You mother lying. Y'all lying.
so far from the truth. And straight dudes like studs for the exact opposite.
You talking about the green-eyed bandit can't get it? You telling me green-eyed bandit with her own hair, full lips, caramel, she can't get it either? You telling me you ain't gonna toss her up in that shower, behind that shower curtain? You telling me you wouldn't toss this up behind that shower curtain?
The reason of what you just said. You have to have been there to know. But if you know, trust me, if you know,
you ain't gonna hit this. You telling me you ain't gonna pull them braids?
No. You
telling me you ain't gonna snatch the baby hair out of this stud? You telling me you telling me you ain't gonna have them you telling me you don't want them full lips? You would let her put them full lips around your manhood because she a stud. You telling me this one right here with them lips, she trying to kiss down your spine, turn you over, and give you some fire skull with them lips? You ain't gonna let her because she a stud. Come on, Zay. Hey, Zay, I'm laughing at him too. You ain't gonna hit this chocolate looking like Coco from SWV because she a stud. I'm telling y'all, that's all I'm showing y'all. These are all stud chicks. Thank you very much, big brother in life. He said that chick with the braids is a stud, Dre. Her name is India Love. She's the same category as Megan Thee Stallion Loose. Oh, so she just dressing like a stud for that episode. Either way, you telling me you wasn't gonna hit it. You okay?
No, bruh. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't spilling no beans. I ain't spilling nothing.
Oh, y'all telling me y'all ain't gonna hit? Oh, here we go. We got one for you. I got one for you. We got a stud for you. We got a stud for you. Oh, you know, I'm bringing receipts.
Beans.
You telling me you wouldn't hit this stud? Look how she's dressed. Once again, this portion right here was when I looked up studs and dresses. So these are all studs. And I went to their Instagrams just to confirm it. In dresses. You telling me you ain't gonna hit this? Go on, talk to me.
I ain't spilling nothing. If you know.
Oh, you ain't? Because these are the ones I was hitting. I don't know which ones you were talking about you wasn't gonna hit, but these are the ones that I was running through. I thought y'all said y'all don't hit studs. I thought y'all said y'all never touch a stud. Come on now. Serious question, Dre. Do that, man. They got them around the world. What you talking about? They everywhere. There's no country you can't go to where women try to pretend that they could be a man. Come on now. Y'all said that y'all do not Corporal, they told me they don't hit studs. They said, Dre, we do not touch them studs. That's not what we do. Corporal says this. They were from the motherland. He said, I was always curious about how fine they were without their work uniforms on. Absolutely correct. Yet, I was amazed at their willingness to pleasure a brother. Absolutely correct. The biggest freaking freaks. I've been saying that whole episode, Corporal. I've been saying that the whole episode. So when I'm talking about studs, y'all talk about something. Dre, I ain't never touched no. Okay, let's go. Let's finish. I bring my receipts tonight.
You know.
You telling me you ain't hitting?
My fella that's been messed around.
You come on now. Come on now. You don't hit studs.
Dealt with a stud before. Chime in. You already know what it is.
Can we see her in a dress, please? Well, y'all asked, y'all shall receive. We done convinced her, y'all. We done convinced her. So, are you ready? No.
Y'all tell me y'all ain't hitting no studs. Before she dropped that cloth down, y'all still telling me, I thought I just showed y'all receipts, you ain't gonna hit no stud. Okay.
1. No. 2. No. 3.
Y'all ain't hitting no studs. Y'all ain't hitting no studs. Y'all got straight chicks in the United States that ain't got a body like that. Most of y'all straight chicks in the United States fat. You ain't gonna hit a stud with curves, but you would rather be among straight fat chicks.
Woo! Wait, let me stand up straight.
Bam. She got the back. She got the flat arch. She got the curves. Oh, we need a rewind? I'm going to rewind it all the way back to my receipts. I'm bringing it all the way back to my receipts.
Remember his name, but I just saw a content creator. He has a large following too, but I just saw him make a video about, like, if you're a dude and you like studs, that means you like boys. Bro, that is so far from the truth. And straight dudes like studs for the exact opposite reason of what you just said. You have to have been there to know. But if you know, Trust me. If you know, you know, bruh. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I ain't spilling no beans. I ain't spilling nothing. If you know, you know. My fellas that done messed around and dealt with a stud before. Chime in. You already know what it is.
Can we see her in a dress, please? Well, y'all asked, y'all shall receive. We done convinced her, y'all. We done convinced her. So, are you ready? No. 1. No. 2. No. 3. Woo! Wait, let me stand up straight as you expect. Yeah, stand up straight. Straight. Look at that, y'all. Body, yaddy, 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 body.
Even the girl that's talking, she body body. Stud, flat stomach. When she let that hair down, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I just try to suck your stomach. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm a little. Okay.
Stud. Here's a stud. This is a stud photo shoot right here. These are all studs in a photo shoot. Okay.
A few pounds. Okay. See, you do too much. I ain't do too much.
Y'all telling me I ain't hitting studs.
Why you like that? I did straight.
We got the stud in South Africa. Shout out. Go ahead, do your dance, girl.
Stand up straight. Anyway, like, how do y'all even want to wear stuff like this? This is so tight. Yeah, being a girl is not very comfortable sometimes. What is this? I think we're just too tall for this dress because it fits me kind of the same way. Honestly, I think it's supposed to hit the ground, but since we're tall,
she try to pretend like she ain't never, like her mama ain't never put in a dress a day in her life. Stop it, stud. We already see what you are.
I just don't think it worked out a little bit. You can go ahead, donate this.
Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
The first woman I ever dated ended up being the worst heartbreak I ever felt. I don't know what it is about women relationships. I don't know what I was expecting. I didn't know how I thought that this thing was going to play out when me and her first started dating. I didn't really have any real expectations. I just knew I was attracted to her. I knew I liked her and we were vibing, and it was such a long ass story, but I just was not expecting the connection to be so strong, to be so explosive, the chemistry to be so wild. And it was a roller coaster ride that I was not prepared for. It's like, why are lesbian relationships so freaking intense?
There's genuinely only one type of lesbians I fucking hate. It's lesbians that used to be fucking with a guy and he just did her so wrong, like she's so traumatized, and then she thinks she can come over here and I'm gonna be the second choice. Like, now you're into women because that man did you dirty? Absolutely not. I need you to go to therapy and leave women alone.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm not a girl's girl. I have a father, okay, that's still married to my mother. I have a husband and I have 2 sons. The sisterhood. That is like a bunch of delusional bitches just bouncing dumb shit off each other, and I don't subscribe to that, right? I love women, but not dumb ones, right? So, everybody pretty much, the people that know me, they just know me. They know that I'm real. They know that I'm raw. If I got a homegirl that's getting fat, I tell her she's fat. Like, I'm not, I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm not holding your hand so that you can feel good about yourself. I don't do that. I just be real so that you can understand shit and make changes.
Bitch, have you ever done squats? You gotta work out. Studies show that when you work out, you look better. You feel better. But guess what? The Rosewet sent me this. It's not a treadmill, bitch. I can work out with my man. With this. We can work out. We're gonna work out. Shout out to the Rosewet. No treadmill needed, bitch. I'm going to work out with my man. See, this exercise is gonna keep your core tight. Bitch, have you ever done squats? You gotta work out.
Black women are the least protected group in the world. Y'all love to say that,
but then y'all act like the members from NWA. I don't understand how a pack of gang members are seeking help. You guys are hooligans and thuggerillas. I don't understand who's going to save you. Y'all are the big bosses on campus. Y'all the top dogs in the prison yard. I don't understand who is there left to save you. And I hope you don't think the black man's coming. The same black man that y'all put down under every single post. The same black man who can't depend on you for shit but childbirth. That's it. Only thing y'all do is birth black men. Y'all don't do anything else for them. That's nothing else. And then get mad when they go to somebody else where they're more appreciated, loved, and respected. You talk, a black woman don't respect nobody. They talk crazy to kids, men, grandmas. Only time a black woman keeps her ass in line is when that boss checks her ass and it's a yes, sir, master. If a man is talking to a black woman and she starts getting loud and he says, hey, calm yourself, she's gonna be bitch, da 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 da. Never in my life could I even, my man say, hey, even me, I sometimes the little black come out and I'd be like, oh, did he, but hey, check it. I'd be like, okay, look, my bad, dog. But a black woman is prepared to fight you if you tell her to fucking don't talk to you like that. She will break your shit. She will disrespect your mom. She will do everything in her power to go all the way to fucking 100. And they thrive in that shit. You see them online thriving in it. They think the shit's funny. They think the shit's cute. But then it's like you want to see them like, protect us. Nah, big dog, you got it.
They did not tell us that all of that, being my own person and I'm independent, would lead to separation, loneliness, celibacy, and lesbianism. They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation. They made us think that it was some kind of glorified position to brag about the fact that I got my own job, my own credit card, my own car, so I don't need no man. I don't even know how we got that mixed up. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with being with no man. We have some serious relationship problems that nobody has been able to address us on because everybody wants to pretend that this is not going on. Over 60% of our women are single, widowed, separated, or divorced. They don't have a man.
That's the point. And that's why the competition is there with the studs. Shout out to you guys. Corporal says this. He says, I will never forget that this red bone basketball player from college, this is per tattoo or pre-tattoo days. She was taller than me. He said I was always talking with her and she was cool with it. Just say amazing VJ. The JJ. Oh yeah, man. Some of the ladies that's into sports, they some of the wildest ones. Wildest ones. He said she looked like one of the Hodge twins. That's funny. Let's scroll down a little further. He said, that's it. That's the word. The gorillas. Absolutely correct. A lot of these women out here, it's kind of funny that a lot of the studs take care of their body. Not all, but a lot of them take care of their body better than regular chicks. Like the ones we just saw tonight in the dresses. My brother asked me earlier, do they have studs down here that look attractive in Colombia? Hey, this Colombia, did you need to ask that question? He said in Cali. Do you really need to ask that question? Do we have attractive studs in Cali, Colombia? You cannot hide your beauty in Colombia. You can get all the fades and the haircuts like you would do. That still don't mean that you can't get it. My brother says this. He says Siraj from Cambodia is not talking the strange, independent, and need no man talk. She wants, and we'll go for. I didn't get that one, Zeta. I didn't get that one. Slim says this. He said, women don't feel like women in the sack until they know that they can elicit a response via climax from their partner. Hard plastic, don't do it. Absolutely correct. They need to be touched by a man, enjoyed by a man. And that's why studs are coming back to men, because men know how to make the women feel like women. Women feel more attractive when they can inspire their partner to finish. That's when studs lose. That's a good point. Shout out to the most BK in the building. Shout out to you in being here. In the last comment of the night, he says, still relationships are one side simp hero text. And my brother says this. He said, basically, Cambodian women want a man and need a man. They aren't talking with Western. They're not talking that Western nonsense. And I can agree with that for the most part. It's like that here in Colombia. You got your gay girls, but you ain't got them like that, like in the States, like it's running rampant in the United States. But my point tonight was not for guys to all of a sudden become interested in sexy studs. My point is that there are a lot of women that are competing for you. And I'm going to repeat myself before I end the video. A, you're going to have straight women from your city that want you straight, man. You're going to have straight women from other cities that want you straight, man. You're going to have women from other countries that want you. We're talking about the competition for you, the competition of women that want you. You're going to have women from other races, cultures, customs that want you straight, man. And yes, you're going to have even some gay women that will give up being gay to be with you straight, man. You are in demand. You are in demand, and you might as well accept it for what it is. You are not just going to, if you're from Philadelphia, it is not just women from Philadelphia that want you. If you're from Dallas, Texas, it is not women only from Dallas, Texas that want you. And if you're from the United States, there are not just women in the West that want you. There are women in other countries that can't wait until you get there. Take it from all of us that are in relationships with women in other countries. They could have been in relationships with men from their own country, but they weren't. Now they're with us. You are in demand. And studs are part of the women that are willing, some of them are willing to give up their stud life to be with you. Shout out to you guys. To be with you. All right, tomorrow's episode is going to be an interview with our brother Ronan Travers in regards to his first year in the Philippines. And hopefully we'll have another special guest come on board. But that's tomorrow's episode, so we'll be able to walk through everything that Ronan has to share with us regarding the Philippines and life there. I know a lot of you guys are considering that. I've got family members that are considering that, so we're going to be excited about that live stream. But let's get ready to do an outro video that you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.
You got me overthinking, yeah, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm meant to be the piece of a picture fantasies. Just you and me, like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking. You come closer to my body, a delicate touch of instinct, moving slow but my heart's racing, yeah. Your fingers sliding down my chest. What do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering this'll be alright. I want you in my life for more than the night. You got me overthinking here, where we could be. Needed some clarity. I'm in too deep now. It's over picture fantasies. Just you and me, like it's meant to be. Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking here. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. Yeah. You got me overthinking. Okay. Yeah. Logically, it don't make sense to me. I don't see what you see. For making me wait to call you my lady. Making me contemplate, trying to calculate what your signs take. Tell me why hesitate. Why you keeping me at bay? Don't wanna be in the gray. Baby, I really love your curves, but I need my answer straight. Do you want from me? Lately it's been nothing but a mystery. Curiosity has got me wondering if this'll be alright. I want you in my life for more than just a night. You